What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. And I'm a different person today, everybody. I am a different woman.
I have been changed.
I have been changed.
For good.
Yeah, for the greater good. And I feel like I have become a full adult. I was a girl before, and now I'm a woman, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, the rumors are true. We did meet Miley Cyrus. We did see her perform. I mean, why are we going to beat around the bush and talk about anything else but that?
I know.
This is what the people want to hear.
I know.
And we're going to give it to them. Weirdly enough, on Friday, if you listen to Friday's episode of Chicks in the Office, we were talking with Justin Sylvester, and I mentioned like the one person I want to see perform is Miley Cyrus, and I don't know if I'll ever see her perform, and I missed out on watching her. And like, you know, she's also, anytime anybody's ever asked me like dream person to meet, Miley. Yeah. It's always been my number one.
And I think we've used her, and you know, we can manifest this next.
Yeah.
But we've always used her as like, who's your dream podcast guest? Too.
Always.
We've always said Miley.
So
that's why I'm saying it now. Let's just re-say that.
Dream podcast guest, Miley Cyrus.
Re-say that, yeah.
Reminds me of the JoJo Siwa clip, and I hate that it does. Who's your dream guest on your podcast? My ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, but, so we're talking about that. Never did I ever expect.
Yeah.
The next day, Saturday night, we get invited to this, I don't know what I would call it, event, secret little thing.
A soiree?
Yeah, it's a little soiree, intimate at Bellman's Bar.
Yes.
At the Carlisle Hotel in New York City, which is an iconic bar. Very bougie. I've never been before, but everyone was like, whoa, like that's a big deal. Really intimate place, little piano bar, the whole thing. And so I think we knew we would be seeing some sort of performance, and but we had
little to no detail. It was
It was like,
be here
RSVP.
at this time, Miley.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we were like, we are there.
Yeah. And we had seen, obviously, the content of what she did in LA at
Chateau
Marmont. So it was like, ooh, maybe it's going to be something similar to this. And we were not disappointed.
No, we were not disappointed. We were far exceeded expectations. I knew we would see a performance. I knew it would change my life, the performance itself. I mean, she came through those doors, little side door of Bellman's Bar.
Yeah.
Walked right in. You knew her presence was there. You could feel it. You didn't even have to look at her face. You could feel her aura surrounding the bar.
I just heard her laugh from outside the door and had full body chills.
Literally the entire time. She gets up in front of everybody, starts singing, and the tears just started flowing in my eyes. I'm like, I was really like telling myself like, soak in this moment. I did. When I close my eyes, I see it.
Yeah.
But I also see my right hand lowered in the corner filming every minute of it, because I am usually the person who says like, you know, enjoy the moment, get a few clips and then put it away. But I knew this was going to be a short performance, and I knew I'd want to relive this one. So I think I recorded the whole, like they had an Instagram live going. I'm pretty sure I recorded the whole thing myself as well.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to have every moment, because when will I experience this ever again? She was right in front of us. They brought us to our table because we had reserved seats, and they said our names, and then they said table 1. And I thought, oh my God, table 1? Yeah. We're at table 1? That has to be a good table.
Yeah.
And we get brought to the table, and there we are right in front of her. Like, oh my God, we couldn't be close. I mean, there's one person in front of us. Besides that, we couldn't be closer.
Yeah.
So freaking out. She, by the way, sounds even better live. Like, I don't know how that's possible, because that's not the case with a lot of performers. Miley sounds even better live than she does in her recordings. When she was singing Easy Lover, I was like, I want to play my recording of her in this bar all the time. Like, can I download this to Spotify and get this playing? Because oh my God, just incredible. Just everything about her. And she's so funny too. Like, she's just hilarious. Like, in between everything, she adds little things in between her songs, and you're just like cracking up, your knee slapping. We're laughing really hard. I mean, there was a live going, and your friends were texting you like, Fran, I can hear your laugh.
Yeah, my sister and Claire both texted me like, are you next to the phone? Because I can hear you laughing. And I was like, yeah, sorry. We were like, no, every reaction must be elevated.
Yeah.
We were directly in front of Miley. We want to make sure she knows we love her and what she's saying is funny. She really does kind of do like, and because she doesn't tour that much now, I mean at all, she doesn't tour at all. So when she does these like intimate events where she's singing, it is like half singing, half like comedy show.
That's what it feels like.
She intertwines so many jokes. She'll put in little statements during during little breaks in the song. She's just such a performer. She's such a performer. She's such an entertainer. Like, she had her little stories and tidbits to go with different parts of the song. And yeah, we filmed every second of it. We could just go back and watch. I mean, Miley posted the live.
Yeah.
But we did film every second of it because she did 3 songs, which I know sounds short. And my God, when I saw Miley post the full thing and it being 17 and a half minutes, I was like, wow, because it felt like a lifetime. It felt like a lifetime.
Felt like we were there for 2 hours.
It felt like a lifetime. And she did More to Lose, into Easy Lover, into Flowers, which was just incredible. We tried to get the room going a little bit because it was an interesting crowd. Like, it wasn't like a New York City like influencer type event.
Not at all.
It felt like cool industry people.
It did, and it felt like we didn't belong there at all.
As soon as we sat down, I looked around and looked at Ria. I was like, we gotta be cool because I'm just looking around. These look like cool industry people.
Cool industry, older people.
Yes.
Older industry people.
And you know what I did?
I thought, oh,
yeah.
How did we get here?
And I saw some of the content that the people around us were posting online, and I was clicking on them, and they were all so cool. Like magazine editors and like fashion icon, like everyone in the fashion industry. Really, really cool people.
Yeah.
So
I was not playing it cool at all. Actually, it is the least cool I've ever played anything. I think when before she got there, like I just was like, so oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah. Well,
like,
we had an hour to kill.
I'm staring around the room, like what door is she entering?
Yeah.
Like I'm freaking out. I'm not being chill. I will talk about how cool this is out loud. I do not care that nobody seems to be talking around us. Like I have to talk about this. And my God, it exceeded every expectation. And, leading up to the day, because we found out Saturday night, so we had to, Monday rolls around, not a long amount of time in between to be thinking about what could possibly happen.
Right, yeah.
But I had told myself, like, you definitely will not meet her. You won't meet her. Just get that through your head, and that's okay. But you will see her perform, and that is worth everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to meet. Like I just need to see and be graced with her talent in front of me. So when she dropped that mic and walked out, I was like, yes, that was a power move, Miley. But then she turned around. She walked out the door and she came back in and started talking to people in the bar, going around, talking to people, thanking them for being there. And everything started going through my head. I said, oh my God, we have to talk to her. Like now she's going and she's talking to everybody. We have to talk to her. So she kind of makes her way to our area and she starts off by saying like, oh, thank you guys for singing with me, because in one of the videos I posted, you could see she points to us. We start singing a little bit. Miley's like, yeah, let's hear those vocals. And then I was like, oh God, I don't want to hear myself.
I really didn't want to sing.
Yeah.
Like I was, when she sang More to Lose, I was like mouthing every word, but I was like, I will not sing and ruin this video. One, thank God, because the stream was also going to, they would have heard us over Miley, which is a disaster.
Disaster.
So
well, they heard us for Flowers.
Trying to keep it in. But once Miley was like, I know you all know Flowers. I was like, okay, we're singing. We'll sing as loud as we can now.
Right. I will. I'll sing whatever you want me to, Miley.
Yeah.
So she came over, she said that to us. And then she had been talking about how she kept wanting her shoes in the shot. So I was like, oh, by the way, I got your shoes in every shot. And she was like, oh, that's what I wanted. And then Fran, I honestly forgot in that moment, like everything left my brain. And then Fran was like, actually, like she just got married. Her first dance song was one of your songs. Now people are asking, did Fran and I discuss before Miley got there, if the moment was to come up, would we tell her what song? No, we were just going to tell her that it was one of her songs and hope
did discuss.
And hope that she did not ask.
Right.
So that we would not have to be like, when I look at you and then have her face go, oh, that was maybe I don't want to talk about that time of my life.
That time.
But that's okay.
I mean, so much time has passed. I'm sure she does like look back and laugh and joke and things. So I feel like maybe she would have something really funny to say.
I did read though that song she did not write.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's okay. Yeah. Like it's not like she wrote that for Liam.
Which is why it's even more. Maybe she'd be like, be like, oh, like that is
okay. Well, let's not downplay the song. It's a beautiful song, and I'm so happy it's our first dance song.
The song is stunning. But I'm saying like Miley Like I think it was good that we just kept it like
kept it to one of your songs. She doesn't need to know.
Dance to one of your songs.
She doesn't need to know which one.
Yeah.
And people are like, did you show her the clip? Like, guys, I'm not gonna take up Miley's time and start showing her a clip of my first dance that she does not care about. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know us as a couple. And that's she doesn't want to see a clip of my first dance.
So many other things we would talk to Miley.
For sure. Like I'm
taking
sorry.
of our time is like, we're gonna get that picture before we're like, hey.
It's like when people start showing you their photo album. It's like that person doesn't care. Like, come on, don't do that. So guys, I wasn't gonna show her my video so she can give me like like she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But it was very, very nice.
No, but what we said, I think,
it
was
had
perfect.
to be said. It was perfect because she was like, "Oh, that's perfect." And she goes, "I mean, you guys were like singing and laughing with me and like whatever." And we were like, "Hell yes, that's exactly what we wanted to do." And then she walks away, and I'm like, "Fran, like, do we get a picture?" She's taking pictures of people.
Yeah, she
people
started. At that point, though, she wasn't taking pictures. And then after she talked to us, she did.
Yeah, people started asking her for pictures. And she'd be like, yes. Like, she was like so open to taking pictures. And I have literally never done this in my life. I never
do it.
I never do it.
And when I'm with you, I'm the one that's normally like, I'll go.
Yeah, Fran's like, I'll do it. And I'm like, no, Maria, be brave. Okay? This is...
Be brave.
Be brave, young one.
Yep.
Be a little butterfly and get out there and
push
go...
you right out of that nest.
And go ask her for a picture. And I said, excuse me, Miley, do you mind if we get a picture? She was like, of course. And then we got the shot and,
and we were going to go in selfie.
We were going to go selfie.
Which I am so glad.
We didn't.
I'm so glad because the way she turned, it was like kind of tight. And there was one other girl next to us and she had just taken a picture with Miley. So I was like, oh, she has her picture. So I know she's not going to be like upset if it doesn't flip. Like she got her photo. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you mind taking a picture? She's like, of course. Which which I'm so glad we did too. And she took two, which is also like,
love
shout
that
out her.
from her.
I believe her, she runs like a fashion, a Miley fashion account, Stylish Cyrus. And like amazing for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crossing your fingers that it's a good picture when you walk away. I was like, all right, pull it up. Like I was not being cool. I was like, pull up the picture. And I was like, yes, we got the shot.
And she kind of walked out of the room like right after
she
we
was
did
like, all right, bye.
Because she was obviously taking pictures and chatting, but I think she was, I'm done. And
no, I was so proud of myself though, because I literally have never done that. I've never gone up to somebody else because I get so nervous.
Yeah.
And I just was like, no, this is your time. This is the moment.
We don't know if we'll get this moment again.
Exactly. I literally was telling myself, you don't know if this will ever happen again. You don't want to be kicking yourself tonight being like, she took pictures with other people. We could have got a picture.
I know.
And, like savor this moment. So I'm so glad that we made it happen. And my God, I was literally shaking after. Like, the emotions running through my body. I was shaking. I was freaking out. I was crying a whole lot when I got home and this morning rewatching the videos, watching, because I was like, it's just so cool and so beautiful. And I really have always I think she has the best voice ever. I really do.
Yeah.
And I've always just wanted to experience it live. And I know that most people haven't, and that the fact that we got lucky enough to experience that, I just couldn't believe it. And then just also going along with like just getting married and that being our first dance song, and like that being what, like, I looked at my Instagram and it was crazy that was the last thing I posted before the Miley picture and video. I was like, I got chills about the whole thing. Like it was perfect. It was so funny because Matt came to pick me up and I was like, Frank, get in the car, we'll drive you home. Yeah. And he was like, all right, guys, let me hear about this, because we were so giddy.
I was basically the way I was sitting in the backseat was like, I wasn't sitting. I put myself in between the two of you.
Yeah, it was like a dog.
Like I was like the dog, like with its front paws on the middle, like being like, okay. And he was cracking me up because he was like, this is the first time I can say I really don't like you guys right now.
He was like, I am
jealous.
So jealous. No, but it was so funny at home. He was like, because he was obviously so happy for me. He was just watching me like with a big smile on my face, me talking to the camera, crying. And I see him behind the camera just he was just like so proud, but at the same time being like, God, I wish I was there. And he was like, I feel like this is our first fight as a married couple. You didn't ask for a +1. I was like, no, it's just me and Franny girl taking it on by storm, taking New York City by storm, making it happen. And my gosh, it was perfect. It was it was just the perfect night. Like I couldn't sleep. Noah was right when I was texting a lot in our group chat, and he was like, I feel like you're not gonna be able to sleep tonight. And I was like, no, I'll be able to sleep. And I was up till 3 a.m. Yeah. I literally was up till 3 a.m. and woke up at 7.
Yeah.
I couldn't. The adrenaline.
Yeah. I know. I went to bed late too. And really, I decided to like put on the most intense thing I could also because I was like so awake that I was. Yeah. Joe and I were watching the Osama bin Laden documentary on Netflix.
Wow. What a turnaround. You decided to put that on after the Miley?
No, I just had to say, like, I was like, yes, I was like, adrenaline was pumping through my veins. I was like, I'm engaged. Like, let's put on something.
No,
you know?
I couldn't watch anything,
like
especially
God,
that.
what a show, Joe. Put on the Osama doc right now.
Like, what? Yeah, wow.
Which, by the way, it's very good documentary.
I heard it's good.
I will say, very good.
I ordered. I like was so nervous before the event that I literally couldn't eat. Like, I barely ate dinner. Like, I only had like half a sandwich for lunch. Like, I was
some delicious martinis.
It was. I was starved though because I just was so nervous, and I was in one of those moods before the event that I was just like in like a bad mood because I was nervous. I was like,
I could tell from the way you were texting me.
Like I was having like a bit of a meltdown. You know, like I wanted to look good, and I was like, oh my god, and like I literally couldn't eat dinner. Like I was like freaking out, and then afterwards, you know, the adrenaline kind of like weared off, and you
almost didn't put makeup on.
I almost didn't put makeup on. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out because if you listen to the show, you know, during like while I was getting married, I was trying to wear makeup less. And lately I've just been trying to wear makeup less in general when I feel comfortable doing it, just because my skin
it's good for your skin.
Really thanks me when I do that. So I didn't wear makeup to work yesterday. And then when I got home, you know, I had a couple of errands to run yesterday, whatever, got home and I got a blowout and I was like, oh, do I need, you know, my hair is good. Do I need my face? And then I texted you and you were like, no, like what if Miley's looking at us in the face? And I was like, you're so right. I'm going to put makeup on. And thank God we did. I mean, because if I...
No, she was like, she was looking right at my face. She was...
If I didn't have makeup on for that,
2 feet in front of us the whole time. No. Imagine we're like, oh my god, she's singing to.
I would have been to my bare
naked face.
I would have been upset with myself. I would have been like, oh my gosh, what? Come on.
And she looked.
Put yourself together a little bit, Maria.
She looked so stunning.
Stunning.
Like her skin, her makeup, her outfit. She was in this insane outfit. Honestly, I'm gonna go to the stylish post. She was in a Tom Brown Fall 2024 couture look, runway, straight to her. Oh my! It was. Jacket, skirt, the beading, the detailing, absolutely insane.
Gorgeous.
And then she was so obsessed. She was, you know, like she said, she really wanted the shoes to be in it as well. And she was in these Giuseppe Zanotti's gold laminated pumps that were also so major. And she kept joking though, like you said, she kept joking like, can everyone see the heels?
Yes.
Because this is a major part of this.
And I made sure to get her heels. So I was like,
that was funny when she stopped like mid-song to be like, I'm just thinking about the lighting. Like,
she's very like, real. I didn't test this at all. And also, she's so, like, the way they were preparing for her, I was like, this is a star. Like, first, someone brought out a tea, and it looked like it was maybe in a to-go cup.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's probably her tea. But then so they were like, we're going to give her a tea in a to-go cup.
Yeah.
And so then they took that out. Then they brought just one single teacup with tea in it already. And then that clearly, like, then they brought out a full tea set, basically.
Yeah, they brought out the whole teapot, thing, the pot.
And the way
pour it herself.
She poured her tea in between songs, just, you know,
I was wondering if that was tea. Because I was like, that makes sense. She's singing so hard.
It was tea, and I think she's talked about her throat.
Yeah, it's a struggle for her.
It is a struggle, and
the way she sings too, you know.
Yeah,
it's that rasp.
Oh God, it's just unbelievable. Well, yeah, no, I had to order McCrispies. You know, those are back on the menu.
Yeah,
this sounds like it's an ad. It's not. I literally was so hungry.
Did you hear those are back on the menu? $4.99.
But I was so hungry that I couldn't sleep.
Snack wrap comes back July 10th.
I know. I saw that. I literally couldn't sleep because of how hungry I was, and I was like, damn it, I'll try the McCrispies. Yeah. I was really trying not to.
Yet because I love chicken select so much. And I've seen people be like, they're not chicken selects.
I got a 4-piece. 2 of them were good, 2 of them were bad.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, so, but did
you get the pieces when it's just like all fried? Yes. And there's like, I hate that.
So I really only ate 2 because I took bites of the other ones. So I was like, nah, not those. But that wasn't really necessary to the story, but I just want everyone to know that I literally starved myself from nervousness. And then I was like, oh my God, I literally have to eat something at 2:00 in the morning right now because, wow, my adrenaline wore off and I can't sleep because of how hungry I am.
Yeah.
But I can't stop watching the videos and the pictures. I just, like, truly a dream. I am
a lifetime experience because really she doesn't do this. Like,
she doesn't.
I know she's doing more things like this right now, promoting the album, but like, the last few years, it's been hard to catch her singing live like that in a room with that many people. There was like 50 people in the room.
No, it was just insane. I feel so lucky. I mean, honestly, somebody commented this, or multiple people commented about the run of 2025 so far, and I'm a bit nervous for 2026 because I just
You
feel
say
like
this every year, by the way.
No, I do, but like, you know, like the years.
Well, just think about it, like you got married this year.
I did.
It's a good run. I got married last year. This year fucking rocks.
Yeah, no, it rocks.
So,
but I started off 2025 winning Survivor.
Yeah.
And then we went.
That feels like 10 years ago.
Seriously, I was gonna
Survivor
say
feels
this
like
year.
No, yeah, I literally won Surviving Barstool this
I guess
year.
because you filmed it last year.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
then it premiered in January, or whatever finale in January, and then we went to Turks and Caicos, and then Jonas Con happened. And then Miley. I was like, what is the rest of like?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, wow, it's just been quite the year. Like this year, professionally, like, and personally, but professionally has been, you know,
Some
what a
good
dream.
stuff.
And honestly, we always have to come back to thank our listeners because we really would never be getting these cool opportunities without people supporting and listening and being so happy for us the way that we're happy for us. It feels really nice. Like when our listeners are. They are happy, as happy that we met and got to see Miley that we are. And that feels really good. And we're so thankful for that.
Massive shout out to Olivia. I know if you're listening, we love you so much.
Yes, love you so much. Thank you so much.
And, you know, she's the catalyst for us having this moment and getting to see this performance and meet her. And I was just like, so I like DM'd her immediately after we walked out because I was like, I just have to tell you that was so fucking amazing. And it was just, oh gosh, it was just incredible. And I also saw some people comment like, did you ask her to come on the podcast? It's like, guys, we gotta play.
We gotta play.
We got how desperate can we get? We're already like, oh, we love you so much. Your album's amazing. She danced to your song at her wedding. And,
You're beautiful.
Can you please come on our podcast?
Yeah, no.
That was funny because first of all, when I opened up the Instagram Live, I was like, oh, well, this is cool. Like, I'll watch it for as long as it goes.
Yeah.
And then I just started to hear, I was like, am I just hearing things like because I'm with them every day?
No,
or are they
Or is that
right next
actually
to
their
the camera?
voices?
'Cause
No,
I was like, that sounds like
watching it back is actually so funny because I was watching parts of it. And when she brings up the lighting, you just hear the both of us go, I go, you're good.
Yeah,
And you're like, you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
She's
I was
like,
like,
get these fucking creepo weirdos out of here.
You're so good.
Imagine she was like, security, these two crazy bitches,
These two clearly don't fit in the room. Who invited them?
Who invited
This is
these
supposed to
crazy
be cool
fans?
industry people, and I don't know who those two are.
The fact that we were in the room with all those cool industry people, like, should be talked about more.
Yeah.
Because, wow.
Yeah.
It actually was, Dave texted me and he was like, what was this Miley concert? And I told him, and he was like, that's insane. And then he was like, kind of rude to not give me a heads up. And I was like, hey, maybe next time.
Yeah. Get him next time, champ.
Yeah, you'll get him next time, boss.
Yep.
Not tonight.
Well, what's funny is it is a funny back and forth because he loves Miley.
Yes.
And when the SNL 50 concert happened, he texted us and was like, I'm going. And we were like, cool. We were like,
congrats.
Okay.
Well, because he texted
was like,
us
you guys see this?
Yeah, he was like, do you guys know who's performing? And I was like, oh, I heard Lady Gaga, and Miley, blah, blah.
yeah.
And he goes, oh, I got invited. Are you guys going? And we were like, no, we didn't get invited. And then that was it. And we were like, all right, thanks for the thanks for the invite.
Like, a text that maybe we thought was going to come with like, oh, would you guys want to go?
Yeah, we're like, oh, maybe. Yeah, so now we have this little like, all right, you didn't, but no, it was funny because she did say keep it confidential. It's very low key, so we weren't gonna blow up the spot.
No, not at all.
And it was reserved seating,
and it really was low key. Like I it's funny because I actually we ran into Natalie Buck, and she just so happened to be like in the outside bar room having a drink. And was like, what the fuck is going on in there? Like, I'm hearing Miley Cyrus singing. Like,
yeah.
And so it's crazy because it wasn't a hotel. It's like other people that the other side rooms at restaurant was open. So we were really all just in the piano bar. But if you were just out there, you'd be like, oh my God, voice of an angel coming from the piano bar. You walk in, and it's just like, you couldn't walk in, but like you obviously could see that Miley was performing. So it was very, very cool. I will say the dedication for some of these people is wild though. When we walked out, there were people waiting outside the hotel for her, or had seen her already. I don't know. But I recognized because one young girl had a Hannah Montana guitar in her hand. And I went back and looked at the Chicks in the Office pictures that we
in the back
posted of her walking out the Carlisle that morning. And there's that guitar, the girl with the guitar. And I'm like, oh my God, have you been out here all day long.
I was gonna send that to you. She's clearly waiting.
Yeah.
But I did see the event that Miley's doing on Wednesday. She's
Yeah.
only signing this album. So maybe,
Yeah,
she's not signing Hannah Montana things. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Right.
But
And apparently that sold out in like 3 seconds, of course.
yeah, I just
Now
I
it's
will
like
never be over the
now
night.
it's like we saw it. We did it.
No, I know,
You know?
and I just want to go back in time. Like I
relive
just,
it, I know.
I really can't get over it. It was the coolest thing in the entire world. Like, oh my God. Like I don't even have the words. Like I was freaking
So good.
The most I've ever freaked out about, I think, anything we've done was that last night. Like I have never had that physical body reaction that I was having last night. Afterwards,
You're like, I'm freaking out.
no,
right now.
I kept telling a friend, I'm like, how are you acting so cool? I'm literally freaking out. And she was
Yeah.
like, well, we gotta be cool right now.
I was
Like,
trying to fit
people-
into the room. You know?
Yeah, I was like, I am not fitting into this room.
You're just like trying to act cool, like
Yeah.
sipping your martini.
Drinking my martini, like
I ordered a martini and I couldn't even like drink it. I said, I was just too nervous.
How
like,
good were they, by the way?
It was a
delicious.
very good
Honestly, the couple
martini.
sips I
That's what
had
people
was
say.
Yeah.
really, really
very
delicious.
good martini. Yeah.
Really good. But
And good little bar, like when they bring you like the nuts and the chips. Also
The
very
snacks.
good. They had some
Yeah.
wasabi nuts.
actually, it was cracking me up. Like the waiter, right when Miley came out, was like pouring the water. Like all of a
I
sudden
saw
he
that.
decided it was time to fill waters
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he had
yeah.
been missing the entire hour. I was like, oh, are you trying to get in the shot right now? Because this is what
Yeah.
this feels like.
Yeah.
But wow,
Ugh,
just I mean,
fantastic.
seriously, life.
She had a great
highlight.
mic drop walk off. That was a cool.
Oh, that
exit.
was incredible. Oh God, it was just.
It's speechless. It was
Oh
just
my
amazing.
God, no, it was just incredible. No words.
And
Speechless, I
the
say,
Instagram
after
live,
Right
minutes
after
of
talking
speaking
about
about
it, yeah.
because I was watching it, and the Instagram live, literally the final frame of was just you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
Noah said he
like-
commented, "Move your head, lady." We should have turned into the camera. Stick our tongues out and shit.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, I knew we were in a good spot when they came over and they were like, "Oh, can you guys just scooch over a little bit because he's going to be doing the guy next to us." They were like, "He's going to be doing the IG live," and we were like, "Oh,
Well, I heard he was doing the Instagram live, and I thought can't possibly be Miley's Instagram.
Yeah.
like I thought it was like a record label's Instagram or something of that
yeah,
sort.
yeah."
Come to find out,
because she doesn't really
yeah,
like. I feel like her Instagram is managed.
right. And then I come to find out, I look over, and I see Miley Cyrus'
Cyrus
name.
is live.
I was like, oh, right next to us.
Yeah.
What does her Instagram look like? You know,
Imagine we just like started whispering, "Chicks in the office."
hypnotizing.
I mean, we
You're
would have
just like-
heard you.
No, I know, but I'm just like Ria like slowly gets closer to this.
Chicks in the office.
Follow Chicks in the
Follow Chicks in the office.
Just
We were
whisper.
in prime spots.
No,
we
we
got lucky.
No, it was good
Wow,
seats.
people
But
were
it's a small room, right? Like,
So small.
extremely
like is
small.
there, like, I feel like there
small,
can't
but
really
we
be
quite
bad
literally were
seats.
seated at the table directly in front of her.
Yeah.
Like there was one table in front of us, but like
to the side a little bit.
yeah,
Extremely small. And
Yeah.
I mean, wow. It's just, yeah, I couldn't, like, when we got sat down, I thought we'd be like in the corner somewhere.
No,
I was like,
stunning.
oh God, we're up front. Everybody in this room is jealous of our seats. You know? Everybody
Were you
wants
like
to be us right now.
self-conscious about singing out loud because she like would hear you?
She
And, like-
told us to sing.
Yes.
No, I know she told you, but were you like, damn,
Yes.
like I hope I sound
Well,
good?
I
Yes.
knew I didn't sound good, and I knew that if she called me out for it, it'd be funny because like
Yeah.
it would be. I was like fiending for her to pay attention to us or like get like because she talks to people in the crowd. I was like put my
Yeah.
head up, like pay attention to me.
Oh.
I had
I
all
was
You
just-
heard us
I'm
laughing
not
out
gonna
loud
lie.
for a reason.
I drummed
She
up
is very funny,
so
honestly.
many different scenarios in my head as soon as she walked out there. I was like, there are so many things gonna happen right
Oh,
now.
so did I. I screen
could be
recorded
like-
the whole thing. Just
I
in
was like,
case.
she can point us out and be like, oh my God, these two cute girls, like
Yeah.
whatever. Because we stood out in the room, I would say, full of industry people. Or I thought at one point, I thought that maybe she'd
not
be like,
to pat ourselves on the back, but
Yeah, not to say we just had a certain aura around us.
Yeah.
no, you get what you know what I'm
Yes,
saying. You
yes,
agreed
yes,
with me last
yes,
night.
yes.
Fran was saying it last night
she
too.
must
No.
see us.
No. Oh, and then I started drumming up this whole, you know how when you like make up scenarios in your head, I started drumming up this whole scenario in my head that she would be like, I heard a certain someone in this room just got married and had my song as the first dance. And
Marty,
then-
come on out.
And then would break out into, because the piano, I thought she'd get
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
piano and
yeah.
start playing When I Look at You. I literally drummed up this whole scenario in my head and I was like, what if this happened? Look at me, like I'm actually, my facial expression right now
Yeah,
can tell you
yeah.
how serious I am that I was drumming up this whole scenario. I thought maybe realistically, I knew that I was making something up there. Realistically.
Really?
Well, okay. Fran fed into my delusion, okay? Because I told her this scenario and she was like, you never know. Olivia could have showed her. And I was like, stop.
I just said there is a world where I didn't think she would perform the song, but I thought maybe there's a world where she could have seen that video that you had posted. I did not think she was going to just like tickle the keys with when I look at you the first time in 15 years
because of me in the audience. No, seriously, like this. No, but that's the kind of things that you dream, like when you go to bed dreaming about. You're in the shower, you think of these weird scenarios. You're like, anything could happen. No, but I did realistically think that she would maybe do the climb because she just did it at Chateau Marmont. I thought that was a real possibility. Yeah. That didn't happen, but we were thankful with whatever she gave.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm glad. And the two songs like a heart is one of my favorite Miley songs ever.
That's a good one.
I knew she was going to sing that one. That would be so random.
I mean, she's
like,
promoting something beautiful, so it's like you knew it was going to be.
And then Flowers, she won a Grammy for.
Exactly.
Whatever. But enough about us, I guess, meeting Miley. And
my favorite Miley song is Slide Away. I put it on the playlist today.
Ooh,
I was listening to that after last night.
That's solid as well.
I have one of my friends like just recently somehow discovered that song, like it was on her Spotify DJ or something, and she texted us and was like, guys, this Miley song is so good. We were like, you know, that
that's
came
been
out
out for like 6 years
ago.
Yeah,
like years
on the
ago.
new album.
We're like, that's Liam era, like that's we're going way back.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my god, what?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But then I was like, wow, what an experience to get to experience that song for the first time.
Right.
Like I was
and
like, wow,
feel
jealous.
like it's a new song.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, just incredible all around.
Amazing.
I mean, I could just talk about this for hours, but I know that we have more to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's get into the rest of the show. We're going to be talking about Sabrina Carpenter releasing a new song, Manchild. I feel like that's aimed at a certain somebody.
Yeah, that's
Ellen Pompeo got in trouble for some Erewhon sunflower seeds. Wow. Gosh, who knew those would get you in trouble?
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner reveals what kind of boob job she had, the certain specifics. Jesse Palmer says he hopes there are age gap relationships. Bachelor in Paradise. Jesse, read the room.
No, please. God.
Nobody's room for that.
No.
Lord. God, no.
No.
No. Unfortunately, he did say that.
Yeah.
And we do have a great game of trivia. And we have 2 interviews on today's podcast. We have Karen Gillan, who is so funny, phenomenal actress, fantastic interview. Love chatting with her. And we have an interview with Ava and Brooks from Next Gen NYC.
Yes.
Are they ready to become Next Gen? You will decide for yourself.
New Bravo show.
In this interview. We do not have a show on Friday because we will be traveling. Why am I putting this peace sign up? I'm telling you, post Miley Ria,
Peace Love Chicks the Office tour,
doesn't know how to act. And this is, she's throwing up peace signs. She's walking around like with a little mini skirt on. Like, oh, well, I've wore mini skirts before. Yeah. Miley, but I'm just saying, like, this is how I'm feeling right now. But anyways, we will be in Pittsburgh and Maine. And Maine sold out, so you can't buy tickets. But Pittsburgh, last minute, if you want to come. What is so funny?
You just put yourself in a mood now. Like, I feel like now you're trying to be Miley, like telling jokes in between.
Excuse me.
Which you're supposed to be
funny
doing.
on my own as well.
Yes. But you're hamming it up right now. And we were hamming it up. I said that in the car. I was like, we were hamming it up.
I'm getting prepared to get on stage.
I know.
We have to channel Miley.
Yeah.
So everyone act calm when I start embodying this new character on stage. Whatever. Anyways, we got tickets for Pittsburgh still available if you guys want to come see us. Tyler and Tate, we're gonna have a great time, and maybe we'll catch you eating lobster rolls in
Gunquit.
Yeah, in a Gunquit. Learning how to pronounce it still.
Yes,
but I am very much looking forward to some Maine lobster.
Yeah,
really. I'm on a big seafood kick.
Love that for you. It's the summertime,
ever since I hit that Chatham Pier Fish Market, it's like, ooh.
Put you in the mood.
Yeah, put me in the mood. Got that little aphrodisiac.
Yeah, I'm going to get some oysters.
Yeah, we're going to get some more. We're going to get horny with some oysters.
Yeah, I'm going to get some oysters.
You know
sure.
Why don't we just get crazy and have a full lobster? All of us. In Maine.
I love a full
with
lobster.
A bib?
Yeah.
Only if I can wear a bib.
You know, corn on the cob.
Don't worry. They'll always give you the bib.
Oh, I'm bibbing it up.
Yeah.
I feel like we should. That'd be good. Like,
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
I'm glad we talked about this.
I know that this is kind of like a logistics
really
thing.
Glad.
I was also going to say, like, we're not really like spending that much time in Maine.
Well, we'll be there. Like for a night.
Like for the show, but like our hotel's in New Hampshire. Like we're not.
Our
Like,
hotel's in New Hampshire?
yes, we're not like that. Like we're staying in.
Oh my God, I'm hitting so many different states to add to my.
Wait, you're whispering like I'm cutting this, right?
No, I was whispering just so that people know. Like, like we are going to be in Maine for the show, but there's not exactly like a lot of hotels near the venue.
Oh yeah.
So we're not
It's worth
staying.
the drive.
Yeah, I'm crossing
Buffalo,
off.
we drove 30 minutes for wings.
Multiple times we
drove
did.
30 minutes.
Drove.
I'm playing.
Oh. And that's true. And I would do that again.
I'm crossing off New Hampshire and Maine, baby.
Yeah. Two
You've
new
never been to
states
New
for you.
Hampshire? Live free or die hard.
I don't think I have. Yeah, 2 new states for me.
I don't know if it's
Joe's
die
sister
hard though.
lives in New Hampshire.
You
Sleep in
frequent.
there. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't tell you.
What?
Your chicken. Dead. I know.
Brooke
just
didn't text
remembered.
me.
Yeah, she didn't want to tell you. There was a chicken massacre. They had a bad event. A bear killed a bunch of the chickens.
Ria got killed by a bear?
Yep.
Are we
Yep.
we're leaving this?
Ria was some context. My sister-in-law, they have a ton of chickens. They all have all the newer ones all got names, and she actually named 2 chickens Ria and Gia.
R.I.P. Ria.
And Brooke,
You didn't deserve
and
this.
she did text you guys recently because they were laying beautiful eggs.
She was laying beautiful eggs.
Beautiful eggs, and she texted.
She didn't
texted
deserve
us
this.
that Chicken Ria did not make it.
I didn't need to know this.
I know. I'm sorry. I actually didn't tell you for a reason. I was like, she's gonna be upset.
Clearly. And clearly I am.
Yeah, I know.
And Gia made it?
Yeah.
And Fran?
I don't think there's a chicken named me for me. Oh, there is.
There
Maybe
is.
Franny. I don't know. All I heard was
There is. You were the first chicken.
Yes, there is a chicken.
Did Fran make it?
I actually
Tell
don't
me
know.
Fran made it.
I just know that
Don't tell me Fran went down too.
I
won't be
oh
able
my
to handle
God.
it. Take me, not Fran.
I just know that they had this one chicken that was like
Why?
that was beloved by the kids, like one of the OG chickens, the first ones they got. And this chicken was like they could pick up the chicken was down to hang with the kids. She was by far their favorite chicken, and Sunshine went down too. So it was a tough time.
I just texted Brooke. I said, you didn't tell me about Ria. ... This is very serious.
I know.
Take me, don't take Sunshine.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yes, it said they had four chickens down.
God,
Bear.
that's sad.
Sunshine was one, which was tough. And she said Ria has also left the flock.
I don't even know how to take this news.
I know.
Do they have any of her eggs left?
That's a
I
great
can maybe
question.
have.
I don't
In
know.
remembrance?
Probably not. They they go to good use.
Ria,
Yeah.
if you're listening to
I
this,
know.
you were a great chicken. You
Gone
brought-
too soon.
You brought happiness to those kids.
Yep.
You laid beautiful
eggs.
It's always the good that die young.
Yes. Gone too soon.
All right, we'll
Yep.
move on. We'll move on from this. Let's get into the topics.
Anyway, you'll be making your first trip to New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm replacing the other Ria.
Yeah.
New Ria coming to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
One gone, a new one brought.
Exactly.
A new door opens.
Yep.
And there I am.
Yep.
All right. Wow.
How do we move on from here?
I know. Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? I don't know.
You look like you're dressed for a chicken coop.
What the hell does that mean?
Not in a bad way.
Kind of sounds like it.
No, like cute. Like farmer
For a
chic.
chicken coop?
Like farmer chic.
For going and picking eggs out of a chicken coop?
You look like a picnic table.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But in a cute way. No, like cute. Is chicken coop like not cute?
Chicken coop is like smelly and dirty and like not cute. Perhaps a farm stand to pick out eggs.
Yeah. That works.
I'll take that.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean chicken coop.
That's what
Clearly, I don't know.
I changed it for you.
Thank you. I don't know enough about chickens to be able to like use that language.
No,
so
fair.
I apologize. I already told you look like Dorothy.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
That is, yes. It's just in red and not blue.
Yeah. That's true.
That would have that would be a little too costumey.
Yeah, so never mind then. I take back everything I said in the last 3 minutes. Anyways, moving on, let's get into the rest of the show.
It's officially an Abercrombie summer. Use the A&F Vacation Shop as your travel outfit mood board. From swim to denim shorts to the perfect vacation dresses, Abercrombie is doing the packing for you. Their new mid-rise A-line denim short is the fit you're seeing all over TikTok. You have to try it. They're so great. They also have the A&F Marina one piece, which is this beautiful strapless silhouette. Obsessed. I love it. I can't wait to wear it this summer. And the YPB, your personal best active brand, is Abercrombie's active brand. So great. I love wearing their sets. I wear them to work out like every week. They're my go-to. They have new drops. You get matching bras, bike shorts, skirts, and lots of fun colors, neutrals. Don't miss 25% off Abercrombie's vacation essentials ending on June 9th. You can also use our code AFCHICKS for 15% off almost everything else at checkout. Consider this your sign to book a trip. Offer applies to select styles as indicated, and the online price reflects the discount. We have tons of Abercrombie stuff. We love it so much. I am wearing a Abercrombie dress right now that you can get on their vacation shop. This is honestly a perfect little vacation dress because I think you can dress this up, down, wear it with a jacket. You can wear it with flats. I'm wearing it with loafers, sneakers, sandals, whatever you want. Once again, you can use code AFCHICKS to get an additional 15% off almost everything at checkout from June 4th to June 9th. The offer is valid in the US and Canada. Exclusions apply. See details online.
Sabrina Carpenter announced that she will be releasing a new song, Manchild, which you can only expect this to be about one person because in her caption she wrote, "This is about you."
Yeah.
This song's about you.
Yeah. Clear as day, really. It's a direct attack. Direct hit.
It felt like Barry Keoghan was a direct attack, like Ria was by that bear.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
Doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Neither did Ria.
Manchild is tough.
Manchild.
That you don't hear that getting tossed around insult wise often anymore. And my God, is it like?
But you know what?
It encompasses a lot.
It needs to be used more often because the amount of men children running around is really too much to handle. And somebody's got to put them in their place. And I'm glad it's going to be Sabrina Carpenter because maybe, just maybe, Sabrina Carpenter will release this song Manchild and then because it'll become very popular just like her other songs.
Yeah.
And then men will hear it. Or boys, I should say. And they go, "Ooh, this sounds a little like me. This is sounding a little familiar. I got to change up my act." Because Manchild is really bad. It's like, God, you wish you were a man, but you're just a little child.
You're so immature.
Yeah, you're immature.
That you're not even being called a boy, you're being called a child.
Yeah, right, which is it's below a boy.
Totally.
You're just,
absolutely is.
You wish you were a man, but you're not. You're the furthest thing from it.
And it looks like a full video is coming out Thursday.
Oh, imagine a Barry Keoghan lookalike.
Oh, that would be good. At 8 p.m.
Drama.
Yeah. Since he was in her other video.
Oh, make it happen, Sabrina. Make it happen.
What do you think he you think he gets a heads up by anyone, or is like he opens Instagram and he's like, "Oh no."
I think he opens Instagram and he sees the caption, the song's about you, and he goes,
"This is about you."
This is about me.
Oh fuck.
He's like, "Oh well, it could be about another ex of hers."
You have to do an Irish accent when you say that.
I thought he was gonna try to.
Could be. Wait, how do you do an Irish accent? Could be about another.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, close.
Honestly, that made me so uncomfortable.
Every time you make me do like a voice, you guys are like, "Oh, that was so fucking weird."
No.
Weirdo.
I'm sorry. You're right. It was good.
You made me do it.
I know. Well, I didn't force you to. You willingly were like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
You coerced me.
Yeah. Sure.
Is this song about me?
Do it.
Is this play about me? That's
I can't even try an Irish accent unless
you know what's tough is like I have to hear it again and my trainer is Irish, and I was just with him this morning, and I still like can't even properly.
Oh wow! I mean, you do spend a lot of time with an Irish man.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, when you put it like that,
Not like that. You know what I mean.
No. Yeah.
You're around him often.
Yeah.
Enough
I hear
to pick it up, maybe.
Oh, what's the crack?
Barry's
I can't believe he did that.
That was pretty good.
No, it was
I'm not
good.
gonna lie. I mean, granted, it was
really was.
0.5 seconds, but like,
you gotta do like the nasal
The
thing.
beginning of it was.
there's a lot of, it's this very specific inflection that you have to do on certain vowels.
Yeah.
Manchild. That wasn't.
That was like, I don't even know what that was. You went Manchild.
No, it's like man. No, that was not it. That was like Jamaican.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it. It was good though. It was just funny.
Yeah.
Just because of how good it was like shocking. Like who knew you were good at that?
Yeah. I mean, somewhere Barry is
You're just
like,
so bad at everything else that it was like shocking. Okay, cut that out. Cut that out. I'm
not cutting that out.
I'm taking it too far.
I'm not cutting that out.
okay.
I'm taking the joke too far, and I really must reel it in. I want to apologize. I want to formally apologize for how I'm acting because you're right. I can't even control myself after last night. I can't. I'm like turning red. I'm giddy. I'm in the mood to joke.
I know. I'm sorry, and I can't believe this is the time for me to tell you that Chicken Rhea died. It was
I know it was a bad time,
It was not
but
appropriate, so I'm also sorry.
Thank you.
Inappropriate time.
It was inappropriate, and then all of a sudden now I'm like feeding into this Noah jokes even more, and I'm like making fun and whatever, and I'm really just joking around. I want everyone to know that I'm really just here to have a good time. I'm here to have a good time, not a long time, according to Chicken Rhea.
Yeah,
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
that was the motto.
That
of
was
Chicken
Rhea's
Rhea's life.
quote. That's what she lived by.
That's what's on her tombstone.
It is.
Oh my god! Imagine Chicken Fran like all alone now.
And she's clearly not okay.
The thing is, it was Rhea and Gia.
Oh, it was Ria and Gia.
Rhea and Gia,
So
they were added together.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, let's not keep harping on this because
we
must
gotta stop
move
talking
along.
about
We have to stop talking about the chickens.
Anyway, back to Barry. He's shitting his pants.
Yeah. Ew.
Or is it good?
Sorry.
Is it the old all publicity is good publicity?
No, not
You
for
don't
this.
Nah.
No, I especially think when you're like a serious actor.
A serious actor?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Really?
Really?
Maybe
Maybe that was
maybe
like
because I'm
Scottish.
maybe because
So
I'm
you're further away.
yeah, maybe
so-
because I'm closer.
I mean, I hear it.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that it's like the Jake Gyllenhaal treatment. Like as a serious actor, you have a reputation.
Was
And then
that,
when you
is that
get
a
to
pun?
no, but I am really hitting these puns not on purpose today.
Yeah.
That you then you just get destroyed by these pop stars.
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift just annihilated Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal
And-
knows this feeling all too well.
100%. He sure does.
Wow.
Maybe he'll call him up. What if you just call Jake up and get some advice?
Mm-hmm.
Because the hammer is coming.
Down.
But he came out on the other side.
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean, of course.
What's
Well,
his
he-
face?
He can work and still do, but
was-
it's like he can never escape those convos.
Who was before Travis? What
Joe
was his
Alwyn?
name? See, yeah.
Maddie
he's a
Healy.
nobody, so he got buried
Joe Alwyn's not a nobody.
compared to all the other guys. Like compared to Jake Gyllenhaal, like Barry Keoghan's bigger than Joe Alwyn.
But I mean, Barry's like he's been doing some amazing roles. He's being really
He's
gonna
about
be the
he's
Joker,
about to be Ringo, right?
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
He is going to be.
Wow.
So you know what I'm saying? Like he's like getting all these good roles. People are loving his movies, and then he gets hit with a manchild accusation.
Yeah. Stamp.
Stamped across the
Yeah.
forehead.
Ugh. Yikes.
What do you think he did?
Nothing
Acted a
good.
fool. Acted a fool.
She said, please don't prove me wrong. And
He did.
And he did.
yeah.
But when that song came out, I feel like everyone kind of like in the back of their head was like, he's gonna prove her wrong.
Right.
Well,
you were like,
just
this
the way the
isn't-
song was written, it was like, I like you, but I don't know.
And it was kind of like, this ain't a forever thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, Sugar Plum.
No, like, it's like that. This isn't a forever thing.
You said thing.
I know. It's the Miley thing.
Yeah, it's a
Sorry.
Miley.
Sorry. You know, we were like, this isn't
Yeah.
forever.
No. She's literally begging in the song. Please, please, please. Like it's
Right.
like, you're not begging if you think your guy is well behaved all the time.
Right. It was a good song. I mean,
Great
really
song.
just fantastic.
I'm
song.
sure Manchild will also be amazing.
It is. It's going to be, because if you think about it, Espresso and Please, Please, Please came out around this time last year. really got the summer started, and now we're going to get Manchild to get the summer started.
Yeah. Queen of the summer, Sabrina.
Yeah. I like that label.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Next topic.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move right along to Ellen Pompeo and her sunflower seeds.
Oh, no.
Because
it's a very specific type, and it's solely the ones from Erewhon, which maybe they got a little something special in them, but she was detained for hours by TSA and Bomb Squad over Erewhon sunflower seeds. She said, I had a bag of sunflower seeds, like organic sunflower seeds from Erewhon. Very
what's that
important
supposed to mean though? Like
very
like
important
organic.
distinction. Well, that just means that they were probably like $25 sunflower seeds. You know?
She meant to say expensive sunflower seeds.
Oh, and that's literally what she did say. She said, so they were probably the most expensive sunflower seeds money can buy, which, yes. They literally held me for an hour, and they brought the bomb squad in. She couldn't believe it. I was like, what is happening? It's a joke. They said it was most likely a chemical on the packaging of these super expensive, fancy, organic, clean sunflower seeds. My protein on the plane. Even when the actress offered to throw away the seeds, she said officials needed her to remain put while they investigated the unopened bag. She almost missed the flight. It was really like no one would ever believe this. I was texting my publicist saying I might not get on this plane, and you're never going to guess why. Which is honestly fair. I would be pretty
I'm so confused
taken aback as well.
How they were able to get like whatever was on the packaging and the sunflower seeds. How did that go off in TSA?
Something in the scanner must have
went off.
Picked up.
Well, now we need to know
Whatever
what
they have in
Erewhon sunflower seeds.
In that big, fancy, expensive packaging that they use over
expensive,
there.
very expensive packaging.
Yeah.
She made sure we had to know.
Yeah. And she's, it's worth, at least it sounds a little bit like she's joking to it, which of course you kind of have to with something like this, but they were probably $25 sunflower seeds.
Yeah, her protein for the plane.
Which is my protein. My latte.
Yeah. Tough go for Ellen. I don't know if she'll make it through this.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yep.
Whatever will she do without her sunflower seeds?
No. I had to go. It's like also... Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think that it went to that length where it's like, you would think if you just had a snack like that, I mean, who knows what people try and sneak in through TSA.
Right.
At the same time, you're glad that it's that thorough.
Right.
But you're like, oh, wouldn't you just see their sunflower seeds and like throw them away and be like, on your way, miss.
Right, I guess, but you never know. It could be a different drug.
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
they think Ellen Pompeo is dealing some new stuff.
Yep.
And they're like, oh,
sunflower plug.
Right, exactly. Good plug for the sunflower seeds. Erewhon.
Yeah.
Moving on. Kylie Jenner commented on a TikTok that was talking about her boobs and her boob job, and the woman wrote, "Shooting my shot, Miss Kylie, please can you share?" And
the video was very nice.
Yes.
She was just like, your boobs are amazing.
You're like, please tell us.
I would love to have boobs like yours. If you ever see this video, like I'm dying to know.
Right. So she wrote, and by the way, I don't know what any of this means.
I was going to say, I also don't know what it means.
With me here reading it. 445 cc, moderate profile, half under the muscle, silicone, Garth Fisher. Hope this helps.
Yeah.
LOL. Garth Fisher, I think, is the doctor.
Must be the doctor.
And the other is how it was done. Yeah. Half under the muscle, I felt interesting. How does that happen? How do they do that?
I don't know what that means either.
Because I always heard people talking about like under the muscle or above the muscle.
Yeah.
Like I'm not too familiar. But half under the muscle.
Right, how do you go half?
Maybe it's a little trick there that
or
Kylie
you, like,
just...
The implant gets cut in half or something? Or maybe it's
half
two?
Under the muscle, maybe half above, half under. Yeah. Cut the implant in half, go halvesies.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't know. I don't really know what I don't know the lingo of boob jobs.
Neither do I, but
I love that she shared.
I love that she shared too. I feel like everybody wants to know. She does have amazing boobs.
She does.
I then went to go stalk her Instagram after reading this comment to go stare at her boobs. I did. I thought, wow, her boobs really are really nice. They're a great boob job.
They are big, but they do look not like they look squishy.
They do. That's honestly why I went to go look, because I was like, do they look like
no? They don't look
fake,
like rock hard fake boobs. They look squishy still.
Yeah, and some people have some rock hard, some rock solid
like
boob jobs.
Your nipples up to your chin.
Yeah, and like the boobs don't look like they look. They move and they can't be squished together.
Yeah.
Kylie's look so naturally
Yeah, they
bouncy, not to be weird about it, but they do, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And
great job, Dr. Fisher.
yeah, Dr. Garth Fisher,
Yeah.
congratulations to you. I want to shake your hand and say great job
Great
because
job.
you're going to have a lot more business.
You certainly are, and my God, will people be taking this to their doctors?
The recipe, the Kylie Jenner recipe.
Kylie Jenner boob recipe.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, mix me up that Kylie Jenner cocktail.
Yeah.
Makes me have something good.
You know exactly what to order when you go to your plastic surgeon now.
I want the Kylie Jenner boobs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They're great. She's got great boobs.
She does. She really has the ideal. If you want to go big or go home.
Yeah.
I think you want to go Kylie Jenner's because
sure.
of how natural they really do look while also being big.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, I do love that she is. Congrats her. I do love that she
great
is.
boobs.
No, I love that she's sharing this stuff now because it really seems like she has turned the corner on maybe talking about work that she's had done. She's opened up about it in the last few years of like maybe some regrets or like not being as transparent as she wants, especially now having a daughter, and now being like, "Yep, this is it. This is the full recipe." I respect that.
I do
I'm glad
too.
she's doing that,
and I feel like we're just seeing Kylie be so much more of herself. With Timothy and sharing these things, and I love to see it.
Same.
I am a Kylie Jenner fan, so
Same.
I will take anything she gives us.
It just feel like she's living her best life right now.
Yes.
You know?
And we applaud that.
Yeah.
And we applaud her boobs. Jesse Palmer talked a little bit about Bachelor in Paradise, and we all know that there's some golden bachelors on, there's some younger bachelor people on. Combine the two, put them in Paradise. It filmed already. So I don't even know why he's saying this because it's like he's like promoting it.
Yeah, I mean you gotta stir it a little bit to get some eyeballs.
So he's saying he hopes, which he probably already knows, that there are age gap relationships, which nobody is rooting for.
Know,
now,
this
I guess
is the shit he needs to say to get people to watch
right.
the show.
And now, listen, will people probably watch now? Yeah, because
look, I want to watch. I don't want that to happen, but I will watch in case it does happen.
No, but it's also like we're just not rooting for that. Like we're not rooting for older people to be creeping on younger people. Like,
and I don't want it either way.
No, exactly. Like either
pairing.
situation is not great. So it's just like either you got a Bill Belichick Jordan situation or you got an Aaron Taylor Johnson situation, and neither of them are good. So it's like we don't want to go down that route.
No.
And I think we might be with this season.
I know. I have seen some.
I think intern Sean's got a bag of baddie oldie.
What a sentence. What a sentence. He might try. You
never know.
I also feel like this is not directly at him, but some of these guys on the show, they might think it's like, might think it's like funny.
Right, and that's not so nice.
No, it's not nice at all. Like if they like don't have any
dare
love
you to
interest,
go
their
talk
own
to
age,
Beth.
or like,
yeah,
I'm headed over to.
But it is kind of funny.
Yeah,
it's not.
No,
I'm not saying it's good, but like if you're them, it's like, what are we supposed to do?
That's such a boy mindset.
What
are you gonna go flirt with for Babs for fun?
I'm glad that you just confirmed what I just said.
Yeah,
by being the boy in the room, being like,
it is
funny.
No.
Oh, what you're gonna hurt? You're gonna hurt little Babs' feelings by paying her a little attention just to find out that you're not interested.
Break her heart. I just said like it's kind of funny that they're both there.
Like all the little clique of boys are like, dude, you should go fucking flirt with Lisa. Like,
yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny if you flirt with Lisa. Oh, I think Lisa's into you. Oh, shut up. She's not into me. No, I think Lisa's into you. Yeah.
You're gonna take Lisa on a date?
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna bring Lisa home to your parents? Yeah. Okay, now we're just
and Noah's laughing. So
yeah, Noah's getting a kick out of us as boys.
This like
banter.
Yeah.
Noah's enjoying the show today.
You know what? Maybe I'll tune in. If that's what the show is like.
We're being absolutely ridiculous today. Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
reel it in.
I'm going to watch for sure. One, because I miss Paradise. It's been a while since it's been on. They didn't do it last season. But Jesse Palmer saying this does make me think like, oh, we want to be a part of the conversation. And we'll see if that happens. God, I hope that doesn't. I really hope it doesn't happen. Because even if it's anywhere close to like a semi-serious situation, it's not going to be good.
It really is funny to think about how, Wells gives like advice to people when he's bartending.
Yeah.
That like a 70-year-old would come up to him being like, I just don't know, like what should I do? And like Wells is giving advice.
It's Hannah Brown and Wells giving advice to 75-year-olds.
Did you see Hannah Brown being like, I think Peter should be on the beach? And I was like, Hannah, you're so right.
Yeah. We all do.
Yeah. They haven't announced the cast officially, but there have been rumors online of who went, because I think they're already done filming. Or, yeah, I think they might already be done filming. And Dale was one of them, which I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I forgot.
This is the kind of, like, Dale? I mean, I could certainly see Dale going for one of the older ladies, perhaps.
It could happen.
You know, you really don't know. And I wasn't like... I'm excited to kind of get to know some of these girls a little bit better that were on Grant's season, because while I did watch multiple episodes, I did not watch the whole thing. So I feel like I missed out on a lot of the girls from like the earlier parts of the show. So it'll be good.
Yeah, we'll get to know them more.
I think Andrew's headed back.
Oh, that would be
Love
exciting.
watching Andrew.
Same.
You know,
we root for Andrew.
Hope this is the year for him.
Yeah, or not.
Or not. But yeah, you keep going on the show, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're rooting for you.
Yeah, we'll be tuning in regardless. But yeah, I just think that's like, let's not be pushing for that.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah.
And that wraps up the topics.
Introducing innovation from the award-winning #1 dry shampoo brand. In the U.S., 1 can of Batiste is sold every 1.3 seconds. The new Batiste Light Dry Shampoo is their lightest dry shampoo. It blends seamlessly into your hair and leaves no white residue. It's lightweight and non-gritty, absorbing oil and grease for cleaner-looking hair without weighing it down. The Batiste Light Dry Shampoo comes in 2 soft and subtle scents, Mellow Melon and Zen Matcha. It's great on your hair, easy on your wallet, and you can get like really zhuzh up your blowout. I actually was using some this morning because I did my hair yesterday, went to the gym this morning. Sweaty a little, starting to get a little warmer in New York. So I was like, oh, I really don't want to have to wash my hair again. But some dry shampoo, fix it right up. The Batiste Light Dry Shampoo brings it all back to life. So you can buy the Batiste Light Dry Shampoo online or in-store at your nearest retailer.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Karen Gillan, here to talk about her new film, The Life of Chuck, out June 6th. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited that you're in studio. You just actually told us you live in New York, which is amazing. We love having people that can just hop down.
I know, it's so convenient.
Yeah.
My baby's taking a nap in my apartment, and I was like, I'm just going to pop down, have a chat with the chicks, and then go back and get the baby.
I'm going to do a little work, and then I'm going to be back.
An easy press day.
Totally.
Yeah. So you are talking about Life of Chuck.
Yes.
New movie. It's going to be out in theaters, but it has premiered, hit the film festivals.
Yeah, it played Toronto.
Yes, at Toronto, which is huge. And it was a favorite. People raved, loved it.
Yeah.
Such a huge one. What's the emotions like when you have a film premiere at a festival like that? Like, is it the most nerve-wracking thing to try and wait to see what people think about it in that setting?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking, but it's mainly exciting because it played this big, huge theater. Stephen King was in the audience. He never comes out for any of his films. So that was really special. And just like seeing, or rather like feeling everyone's reactions while watching the film was the most special thing. Like you could hear a pin drop and people were crying, you were hearing sobs, and then it was really sort of hopeful at the end. And so, yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but just sort of incredible as well.
Yeah. Is it different from how, some of these like bigger blockbuster movies you've done have premiered?
I mean, different, sure. Yeah, like the type of emotion I think that people were experiencing was very different. And this was a sort of like it kind of gives you an existential crisis, but I feel like that's the worst way I could sell this film. In a good way.
Yeah, right. You question everything, but in a good way.
Yeah, you reflect on your life and you're like, okay, how am I living my life? How am I choosing to spend my precious time? And what kind of impact do I want to leave behind? And I think those are important questions to ask ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. How was the filming of Life of Chuck, because it was adapted from Stephen King, made into this film, so was it a little bit nerve-wracking making this come to life?
Yeah, you definitely want to live up to the short story that people love so much. And yeah, I mean, working with Mike Flanagan is just amazing, though. I sort of forgot about everything. Was like, let's just have some fun bringing this character to life. And he just has a way of making you feel so much more comfortable than...
Right, and you worked with him before.
Yes.
Right, so that's got to be nice too, is like a little bit of a comfortability. Like, all right, I know you.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I knew him right at the beginning of his career. So I came over from Scotland because he brought me over to America to be in his film Oculus, and it was one of his first ever films. And so my first extended experience of America was Alabama. And I was like, whoa, this place is wild.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
That is wild. Now, since you've worked with Mike before, was this sort of like Mike called you up and he was like, hey, I'm doing this film. Did you audition? What was the process like?
He basically just rang me and was like, I'm making a film. I want you to be in it. I'm going to send you the script and can you just give me a decision like straight away? And I was like, I can already say yes, but let me just like, go through the motions of reading this script. I'm available.
Right.
So yeah, it was a pretty easy process. It was really nice.
Can you tell us about your character in the film?
So I play Felicia and she's a nurse and she's sort of dealing with some quite intense things because it is the end of the universe. I won't say more, but she's sort of like dealing with a lot of people coming into the hospital in response to it being the end of everything. And so it's a very stressful time for her and she's a real caretaker. So she goes into that mode and she's desperately trying to hold on to positivity and hope in that situation.
Yeah.
Taking on a strong role like that, an emotional role, and like you said, sort of the end, and she's a caretaker. Do you feel like that kind of flowed into your daily life because you are taking on a role filled with so much emotion?
I mean, I definitely understand the role of caretaker on a whole new level now that I'm a mother. I mean, my goodness, it's like it becomes your whole thing that you've got going on in your life. It's all consuming, but in a way that you completely want it to be. And yeah, it's definitely the best thing I've ever done. I mean, it's just sort of incredible.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And you have your daughter's young.
She's 6 months.
6 months, yeah. So it's a fresh new world.
I know. And I was like, I'm not going to get any daycare. This was my whole thing. I mean, I think daycare is an amazing thing. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
And absolutely people should use daycare. But I was like, I'm not filming anything. Let me just try and do this. And that is no joke.
Was that the biggest like misconception that you had when what you've been most surprised by becoming a mother?
I mean, you sort of hear people talk about how it's like the hardest thing you'll ever do, but the best thing you'll ever do and all that stuff. So I wasn't necessarily surprised. I was just more like, they weren't lying. Like it really is. It's a big change to your life for sure.
Yep, and that's why it's nice. You can talk about the movie, pop right down, and still be in the city.
Yeah,
that's
punching
why
the microphone. I'm so excited to be here.
That's just why New York City is the best. And I mean, you have certainly been. You talked about time in LA. You were in London, right, at school, and all these things. So like those are three major cities. What's kind of do you have a favorite between those three?
Each have their own good things about them, but it's definitely New York.
Yeah, really?
New York is such a cool city, followed by Edinburgh and Scotland.
Yeah.
That's another good one. London is amazing too, and I would be happy there, but I've just always wanted to live in New York. I think it's growing up watching Friends in Scotland. I was like, I'm just going to emulate that life. I'm going to go there to that city and get a group of friends.
Go to the coffee shop every day.
Right, yeah, Central Perk, and just live in an apartment that's not as big as theirs.
No, that is definitely very true.
So the move to New York lived up to the hype in your mind about it.
Yeah, as soon as I saw exposed brick, I was like, this is everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah, I'm in. And you did spend some time in LA.
I did.
But you like New York better.
I'm not good at LA. I'm not good at it. The sun is oppressive. It's just, and I'm so pale. And it's just like, every time I walk out the door is discomfort. Right. And I'm like, oh, and I have like these big, huge hats. And my husband's like, please stop wearing those. And it's not good for me.
You're the opposite. You're like, the sun too much for me.
No, people move there for that. But I'm like from Scotland. I'm made for rain and gloomy
stuff.
You're
like, there's far too much sunscreen that you have to purchase.
Yeah.
And the driving in LA.
Which I don't know how to drive either. So extra
so
not
here
good
you
at
go.
LA.
New York's better for you.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
amazing.
No driving in Scotland for you growing up, or
no, just would catch the bus.
Oh, there you
I
go.
love a bus.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah.
Well, New York's got a great bus too.
I haven't done that yet. Actually,
it's people don't take the bus often.
No, they take the subway.
They take the subway, But if you're going across. But anyways, I'm not talking about the New York
we can go
City
through the whole
bus system.
transportation system.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go back, like you said, those early years. You're starting to act. I've also read that you kind of started in sketch comedy early on. Right, you did like some.
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Right in the UK.
I did. You're totally right.
Yeah.
I was like, did I? And yes, I very much did.
We know more about you than you do. At this point.
I think it's baby brain. I don't remember anything. No joke. I will be like, I'll organize Zoom meetings and stuff, and then I'll just be sitting there with the baby, like, just not even doing anything, just playing with her, and they're all sitting on the Zoom.
Well, it's okay. You have an excuse.
Yeah.
Right. It's baby brain.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yes, I did.
Well,
do
I was
that.
going to say, do you remember it?
Apparently not.
Can you talk about the fond memories of sketch comedy?
I just think that sketch comedy is such a fun and different way for people to like get into acting, and I feel like there's more serious roles and Marvel and action, all these things that you've taken on, but sketch comedy is like a very unique thing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for people that are really good at that. I don't know if I regard myself as one of them. I sort of started off as just like a normal actress and then got a role on a comedy show because I could do different accents. And so I think that's why they cast me in that.
Yeah.
But like, my husband, for instance, is a comedy writer and performer. I have so much respect for that. It's sort of like a superpower when someone's that witty. I'm like, what is your brain? What happened to you to make your brain like that? More to the point.
They're usually very smart.
Very smart and mildly traumatized by something.
Yeah, you have to have a little trauma mixed in there to be funny.
Yeah.
You said you could do different accents. What's your best one?
Oh God.
Not to put you on the spot.
Oh God, this is where the accents will not come out because I can't remember anything. My best one is
Alabama there for a second.
It was so accurate. I don't know. My best one is American, probably. Like I'm just saying, like general American. I don't know if that means anything to actual Americans.
Like Midwest. Just classic American.
I don't know what Midwest is.
That's just like it's like
just like normal.
Yeah. Like there's no heavy New York, Boston.
Those are really fun though.
Yeah.
No, I love all the American accents. My best one is still Scottish though.
Right.
What made you decide you wanted to get into acting in Scotland and make the move to LA?
Good question. I just remember loving all things performance related, whether that was like singing or dancing. I'm not good at dancing, but I like to watch dancing. And so I think I discovered acting through that. And I think I liked the escape of acting. Like, okay, I hope this isn't bad to say, but like when people drink, they lose their inhibitions and like, escape themselves for a little while. That's what acting does for me. It's a nice escape, basically.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what was it like going to school for acting? Because it's not everybody trains, I guess is the right word to use for it.
Yeah, it was amazing. I studied in Edinburgh for a year and then I moved to London to go to drama school, but I only lasted a few months and then I dropped out. But it was amazing. Yeah. And it was more theatre based than any screen stuff. So a bit useless for me. No, I learned a lot and I definitely will return to theatre at some point. But no, it was amazing. I think there's only so much you can teach with this stuff, but it is definitely good to get some technique under your belt, especially if you are going to go into theatre.
Yeah. Right. Being in New York, do you have any dreams of being on Broadway?
Yes, that would be so cool.
Do you have like a dream show?
Every time I go to a show, I start imagining what my own show would be like if I were to create it. And I don't know what the story is yet, but I know there's a dramatic red curtain dropping from the ceiling at some point. It's really specific, but that's all I've got.
You're like, I got one vision and it will revolve around that, which is great.
Yeah, you always have like the opening, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, that's it.
Well, it's all downhill from there.
When do you think you felt like you had your wow, I think I made it moment as an actor?
I think I had one of those moments when I got Doctor Who in the UK because it was such a big role over there. It's sort of like winning one of those talent shows where you're like immediately not to 100 in terms of like people recognizing you and you're like, oh, you're the girl from Doctor Who. Right. So that was pretty crazy. And I came from obscurity before that. But you also like adapt pretty quickly as a human. So then you're like, okay, well, this is my normal life now. So what's next? And so I don't really feel like I've made it in that sense. I think that's still to come. Yeah.
What was that initial jump like for you when you said, people start to recognize you and then you sort of adapt to that life? Like, do you remember the first time somebody recognized you?
oh gosh, I don't know if I remember the exact first time. It sort of just all happened at once.
Yeah, right.
Which is quite weird because normally you'll do a show and you don't know if it's going to be successful or not because you're establishing it. Whereas this was already ongoing for so many years in the UK that you sort of knew and you had someone before you who you could see what happened to their life and that's what was going to happen to you. So it was kind of strange in that sense.
Yeah.
And it just all happened at once. It was like no one to like everyone in the UK at that time.
Is there a difference in making television in the UK, like for the UK and television here? Because you've done both.
Yeah, there are some differences. I mean, there's bigger budgets here.
Yeah.
Like everything's bigger in America. Like the portion sizes, the budget, like craft services. We don't have craft services in the UK. Like you would just get a couple of like custard creams. I don't know if you know what those are, but they're like little cookie things that are not that good. So I just remember thinking, oh, everything's more like excess.
Right.
Would be the word. But not in a bad way. It was it was really cool to be working in America.
Right. You get that big like LA movie, the sets and
like being in the studio, and like golf carts, and you're like, this is what I've imagined.
You need a golf cart to take you to some place because it's that big.
Yes, definitely. So, I mean, after all that time and you're acting, you're working, you get this role in the Marvel universe. Did you fully understand like the impact of that role and how popular it was and how beloved that character is?
No, not at all. No, I knew Marvel was really popular.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm somewhat, expecting this to be seen by people. But I didn't know that the character was going to have that type of impact. And she sort of didn't actually in the first film. It grew over the course of a few films. And so I was really lucky to get to explore her for so many years. And I just love that character. I love playing her. She's so interesting.
When you first get that call, did you audition?
Yeah.
And did you realize that this was going to go into many other films, or did you think, oh, this is just a one-off and that'll be it?
Yeah, I thought she died. In fact, I'm almost certain it was written that she was meant to die. And then as we were filming, James Gunn turned around and he was like, I've rewritten your ending. You're not going to die anymore. And I was like, cool. That's amazing.
Right.
Great. I'm back.
Like, here's
That's
7 more
awesome.
years of Marvel.
Yeah. It was meant to be 8 days of filming. How wild is that?
Wow.
That's what I signed
really?
on for. And then it just kept on expanding. And
I was going to say, how long do you think you played her for? I mean, it had to have been close to 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did not think it was going to be a decade of my life.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Wow. That initial shaved head moment, what was that like for you?
Oh, yeah. I remember being at a film premiere the night before, so I was like a little hungover.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that is the worst thing you can do on a hangover. Just shave your head. Yeah. Oh, it was like double whammy. Like, okay, I'm bald and hungover now.
Yeah.
But it was liberating for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so I do recommend it because you're like, I've rid myself of this thing. But I'm so tall, as we were talking about earlier, that from behind people just kept calling me sir. Which I'm okay with, but I was like, I sometimes just want to feel feminine.
Yeah, right.
But I have my hair that they shaved off because they made it into a wig for me, so I would wear it around.
Wow,
That was
cool.
interesting because you wore it for selfie. Did you wear it for?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know,
That's
it's weird.
so
to be able to
That's
take
gotta
it
be
off.
kind of a weird feeling though, like to put your own hair back on and then at night take it off.
Yeah, it's really weird. But I'll tell you what's weirder: someone else's hair. If you think about it,
yeah.
because you know how it goes in your mouth sometimes.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, so now if you need to shave your head again, then you know that you have your own hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah. That's actually really cool.
I know.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
so happy they did that.
Yeah, because it's like you don't have to worry that much. You're like, I have my own hair.
Right. I recommend that everyone should do this while they're younger.
Right.
And then when they're
Good
older,
hair.
you can just
Plop your old hair back on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. You know what? Sounds tempting.
Seriously, forget about graying and losing your hair.
You guys are just bold in the
Yeah,
next
you
episode.
just
Now on Friday we pop back up. We're like, Karen told us to.
Yeah, we said we're really experimenting with this. How was the training for you for like a big those big action films?
It was really intense actually, because I'm not someone that's naturally good at that stuff. As I said, I'm not a good dancer, also not a good fighter, and so it was just really hard. And they had me working every single day to get me up to a normal level. I remember in the screen test, I had to do the scene and that went really well. There was tears. I was like, smashed it. And then they were like, okay, can you just do this fight sequence that they taught me to the air? And so I think it's got to be one of the funniest things ever on camera, because I was just committing 110% because I want the role. But I mean, it's just terrible. My kicks are like really low. And so I got a little better over time. Now I would say I'm all right. I'm pretty good, actually. But that took like some of the best people in the world over many years to get me there.
And that take you into all the stuff for Jumanji as well, I'm sure.
Yeah. So by the time I start on Jumanji, I was well versed in that world.
You're a pro.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, almost.
I have to ask, because we know that Jack Black is like beloved in my household. He's my husband's favorite. Okay. Absolutely loves him. So I gotta know what it's like working with Jack Black, because he seems just fantastic.
He is. If you imagine what Jack Black is like, he's that. He's literally that. He lives up to the thing. He's doing the singing and the hair like all day.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't turn off. Neither does Kevin Hart. They're both exactly as you would picture them to be. And so it's a very funny set to be on for sure.
I was gonna say, is it a set that you can like get one word in ever, or those two they're just entertaining?
No, you really have to get force your way in there.
Yeah. But I bet it's sometimes nice to be able to be like, I could just sit back and let them entertain for a little bit.
Oh, it's kind of amazing.
I'm watching my own movie.
Yeah. It's like a personal movie just for us. And I also love doing press with them as well, because if I like start telling a story that's not that funny, like people like Kevin and Jack will turn it into a punchline. So I'm like, I've got a safety net of like, not like being left to hang out there when I tried to do something funny and it didn't land. They swoop on in,
just
which is quite nice. Yeah.
No, that's amazing to hear, because, people like them, you always expect them to be funny and like performing all day. But then you're like, well, they are humans. They got to turn themselves down a little bit sometimes, but to hear that,
seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
They don't do that.
Not that I've seen, no.
Is there any other like kind of genre or type of movie that you are thinking you want to make now? Because I feel like, that's between the big action movies, which you've done, and then of course like something with Life of Chuck, which is very introspective and things like that. Like is there anything else that you kind of a dream role for?
Yes, I want to do a really good rom-com.
Yeah.
A rom-com from back in the day, I grew up watching them, absolutely loved them. Never Been Kissed, all of those ones. The Wedding Planner, I was the only one in the cinema watching that in Inverness in Scotland.
We were just talking about The Wedding Planner.
We were.
Were you?
It's a great
you were
movie.
saying it's a great movie and people don't give it credit.
It is a great movie. Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
Yeah, duh.
Yep.
And J-Lo, of course.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's critically was not as, we were joking because we were looking, just seeing out the reception of it, and we were like, oh, that's a great movie, and it's the critics did not agree, but
they can get to hell.
Right,
exactly.
Sometimes not for them.
It's
Right.
not.
Rom-coms don't get the credit they deserve a lot of times.
No, people watch them and love them,
Yes.
and you get to escape for a minute.
Exactly.
Would you say those two are two of your favorites? Or do you have a number one rom-com?
Oh, gosh. It's got to be Never Been Kissed. Yeah, I think I relate to that character of just like this massive like nerd in high school just trying to like get through life,
Yeah.
Those are the best kind of rom-coms, the ones that you feel like you relate to.
So if you thought you were a massive nerd in high school.
I was a massive nerd. There was no thinking about it.
What was it like? Because did you get scouted as a model really young? Or a teenager?
Yeah, but okay, here's the truth
or
of it.
Or to try to be a model?
Well, I got scouted by a really good agency in London walking around. I'm thinking, oh my God, I look like a model. So then I go into the agency and they're like, no, you're not for us. But you could try something more commercial, meaning like, not high fashion.
Yeah.
And I was
but
like,
they scouted you.
Yeah, I know. But the scouts go out and get a load of girls to come in, and then the agency decides if they actually want to use them or not.
Right.
So, not as fancy as people might think.
So did you get to actually do any modeling, or was
I
it?
did. I went to a more commercial agency, and then started going out for casting. So that was my life in London for a couple of years while I was still trying to be an actress.
Yes.
And it's exhausting. You have to go to like 8 castings a day. There was no iPhones. So I had like London A to Z to get around. Aging myself.
I bet that agency now is like, damn, we let her go.
Oh,
you
I
think
don't
so?
know. Yeah. No, I don't look like I'm, I've got this moon head.
Oh,
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yes.
But I'm just, they're like, and like.
Well, once the acting thing worked out for you,
it was
just
meant to be acting.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, you could say it's a stepping stone. For you to
for sure.
Yeah.
On that journey to acting. So no, rom-com is a good one for sure.
Do you have like a dream cast of your rom-com? Like if you were casting your own?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know what actors are there.
Yeah,
I mean,
who's working these days?
Right off the bat, you think Matthew McConaughey just because he's been in so many good
Oh,
ones. You know,
yeah,
I know, but we gotta go younger.
yeah,
for
right. That's like weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Maybe we need like a younger guy.
Right,
Let's
right.
flip it.
yeah,
I don't know who all I watch is reality TV at the moment, so I don't know who the actors are.
What's your favorite reality TV show?
Oh,
We're
okay,
big-
Vanderpump Rules is my all-time number one.
Okay, of course.
Discovered it in COVID, watched all of it, and was like, "What have I been doing with
Yep.
my life?" Now I'm on the Valley,
Yep.
and it's like I'm really like in the same zone as all of them now.
Yes.
Even my doctor that delivered my baby was on the Valley. I was like, "What is happening?"
I mean, the Valley is intense.
Yeah.
Are you all caught up on this season?
Of course.
The Santa Barbara trip?
Oh, what a fiasco.
Ooh.
Jesse and Michelle.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's bad.
Oh, it's just the venom.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the pure venom
They
that's coming
really
out.
hate each other.
Like it is just so angry.
Yeah, it's like dirty.
And it's like, and they're airing out their dirty laundry big time. Like I was talking
know.
about the money.
I know. She's like,
And
you
the-
spent all our money. He's calling
yeah.
her all sorts.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, I feel like we shouldn't be seeing this.
Yeah, right. Like
You'd
you're
think
watching
that.
like with one eye
Like,
closed.
but you also can't stop.
I know. You're like, I
Exactly.
can't believe these people are saying all
Right.
of this while they're
I
on
know,
TV.
I
Jax
know.
is in
Do you
rehab. The
think
whole
they
thing.
forget that the cameras are there?
I think
think
they
so.
very much know the cameras are there.
Yeah,
I
but-
think they play it like
Right.
They're
it's-
playing it up.
Yeah.
But I think they also forget in the moment when they start saying
Well,
all
there's
these things.
alcohol involved.
Yeah.
So I think also, that's playing a part.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
Yep.
sure.
I just feel like that's such good acting if that is for the cameras.
I don't
mean,
think they're acting. I actually think they are like this in real life.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Now Vanderpump's over, or
Oh,
this cast. How do you feel about
RIP.
that?
I'm so sad. I mean, I will say that it was better in earlier
Yeah.
seasons, I
Yeah.
think. But no, I love following that group of people. I mean, it's just, you're never going to find that again. People with like legit personality disorders doing the most awful things to each other because they don't function in this normal way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just not going to find that again.
No. Do you have a favorite or least favorite too?
Person?
Yeah, on
On
Vanderpump.
Vanderpump, I think Sheena is one of the funniest people on television.
She
You
is.
know, it's so funny. Every time there's somebody talking about how they watch Vanderpump and they're asked who their favorite person is, it's Sheena. Like Lady Gaga. She said it
Well,
was
if you
Sheena.
like think
I
about it, it's like
Seth,
who else are you supposed to pick?
Seth Rogen said Sheena.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
yes, like I've seen this all recently. Everyone always says Sheena.
Yeah, because Sheena's hilarious.
Yes.
Like it's so
Without
funny.
even trying.
Right.
Most of the
I
time.
think that's
Yeah.
what I mean. That's the thing, isn't it? She's not trying for the laughs.
Right.
Exactly.
And least favorite?
Least favorite. Oh, who is there now? Okay,
There's a whole list.
I mean, there's so many.
You can
I
pick
know
any of the
exactly who there
guys.
are. I'm going. Okay, I like Tom Schwartz. I do,
Yeah.
but I will say that like he's such a people pleaser that I like. I don't know. I'm like, what's
Right,
going
like,
on
stand
for
on
real?
something, Tom.
Well, I'm like, what are
Yeah.
you really
Right,
underneath?
right.
Right.
That, and I don't mean like he's bad or anything. I'm sure
Yeah,
he's lovely,
yeah.
but I'm like, I just want to see the real you.
Sandoval's probably an easy
Yeah,
answer.
Sandoval's.
I know that was the easy answer, but then
Yeah.
I started watching The Traitors, and I was like, you're quite funny.
And the thing is, a lot of people had that reaction, unfortunately, to this season
So-
of
so
I
Traitors.
pulled it back.
You're a Bravo girl.
I'm a Bravo girl.
Yeah. Yeah. And you've
love
have
it.
done Watch What Happens Live? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, I
yes.
was so nervous going
Yeah.
on that because I was like, this is
Right, because
That's
you're like
nice.
you want to know too, especially when Andy starts asking about shows. You're like, I better know my stuff.
yeah. And they did a quiz and everything,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to deliver here. It was
Yeah.
so scary.
That's,
that's
amazing.
amazing.
I love that you watch it all. Do you watch Love Island?
Yeah, so Love Island UK is my jam. Although I did watch the latest American Love Island, and that was the first American one that was really good.
Yes.
The prior ones, they hadn't figured it out yet.
No.
But then
I
this
think
one
they
for
got the
sure
swing of it
they
now.
figured out.
Ariana
Yeah.
hosting, I think, brought a lot in.
Stroke of Genius.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yep.
starting
Yep.
up again, so.
And
Yeah,
the
like next
UK
week.
voiceover guy, Ian,
Yes.
really changed the whole thing.
Definitely. He was needed.
Yeah.
People don't think that that's a necessary part of the show, which
Oh.
I think is crazy.
No,
It's one of the most important ingredients audience as to why that show is successful. Imagine it without, you need someone like commenting and making fun of the situation, and he sets up so many jokes that then pay off with the footage that they choose to use.
Yeah, right.
Really getting into this.
100%.
What an interesting job that must be too. I have always laughed when they've shown his like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have my breakfast, I walk into my little room and I watch and I talk about it. And like he's just in there for hours and hours because now he does UK, US, like multiple versions.
It's my dream life.
Yeah.
Breakfast and then just talk about Love Island.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's all I want.
Exactly. No, that's
Same.
so true. That's so true. Well, I mean, how excited are you for people to get out to see Life of Chuck? Because I know, like we already said, the festival is amazing, but it's been some time since then to now have the theatrical release being, coming up right now, June 6th.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I just think it's going to start so many conversations, and it is a really hopeful, positive film filled with light. And I think that people will just start to examine their own lives in a really kind of special way. Like, I don't mean to make it sound heavy because it's not that at all. It's a beautiful movie. It's one of the most experimental films I've ever been in as well. It's different to literally anything I think I've ever seen. It's a strange structure. It's just such a beautiful story about one man's life and how he chooses to spend it, and therefore makes you look at your own life choices.
Yeah, I mean, just the trailer alone is like gorgeous. I thought that was like
it's
really,
lovely.
really beautiful. So that's very exciting. I think
Super
everybody
exciting.
can head to the theaters. I think it's like a limited release June 6th and then fully
June 13th.
You
13th,
know
14th?
more than I do. I should have looked at this on
I think
the
it's, June 6th and then June 13th, I think, is a world.
Well, because sometimes
Sounds
it's
right.
like you go in and you get so excited when a movie's coming out and you look at your local theater and you're like, oh, it's not. But it will be. You just have
It's
to
coming.
wait June 6th and then the next week you'll be good to go.
then
So
it's
everyone
being
can go.
released.
Exactly. Check it out in theaters.
Can't wait.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Everybody can get strong at Planet Fitness. They have a high-value membership that supports any fitness journey as low as $15 a month. There are over 2,700 club locations, with most clubs open 24 hours. So maybe you're a morning person, real early morning. Maybe you like to hit the gym 5 a.m. Maybe you're a night person, 9 p.m. Who knows? Up to your schedule. You can really decide whatever you want. They have the best in-class equipment, has the same high-quality equipment as other more expensive gyms for a full workout, from strength training to cardio and stretching. They also have brand new plate-loaded machines, hack squat. They have benches. They have calf raises. They have everything that you need to get a full workout in at Planet Fitness. Like I said, they have all the high quality equipment as other more expensive gyms right at Planet Fitness. So we're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. Must be 18 years old to enroll, or 13 to 17-year-olds with parent or guardian. I personally love getting my strength training in. I love getting my cardio in. I like to switch it up just to get stronger. And you can do that at the gym, and you can do that at Planet Fitness. So check out the membership. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. All right, everyone, we are here with two very special guests. We are joined by Ava Dash and Brooks Marks, here to talk about Bravo's Next Gen NYC. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
How are you guys feeling? Are you ready to be the next gen?
So excited.
What a pressure to bear.
Yeah. right. No, the premiere is now, we're recording on Tuesday, so the premiere is tonight. What are the emotions like? Are you nervous, excited for people to watch? Because it's like you film for so long, and then it takes a while to come out. Now it's all happening.
Yeah, I feel like we're just excited. I'm like, finally it's happening. I don't even remember what I filmed. I don't remember what I said. So I'm curious to watch it too.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Are you guys now nervous because you're putting your lives on display? Like, you haven't been, on reality TV filming the intimate parts of your life.
Definitely. I feel like I'm an open book, or I tried to be when filming anyway. So I think it'll all work out fine. I have a pretty optimistic view about it, but it's definitely I'm a little scared. I don't know what to expect, really. I feel like you know what to expect.
I was gonna
more.
say, was it different for you doing this compared to filming Salt Lake City stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's completely different
Different, yeah.
because this experience is more so about me and my personal life and talking about things that I've never talked about, like my relationship life and showing the ins and outs of my career from modeling and my clothing brand Brooks Marks and the work I do at Meredith Marks. So you don't get that when it's just like me being a sounding board for my mom.
Right.
And whatnot. And so I'm so excited for people to get to see that.
I think people are really excited to see this next generation. I think
Yeah.
people have been really wanting this, especially in New York City, watching you guys run around in your lives. Is there anything you filmed that you're now like a little bit nervous about? I know, Ava, you said you're kind of forgetting what you filmed at this point, but are there any storylines you're like, ooh, I'm nervous for people to see this?
I don't think there's anything I'm like nervous about or like anxious to come out. I think just the whole thing in general, I'm like just ready for it to come out because we filmed this like a year ago and like, you know, then we were doing the interviews for like a couple months and then the photo shoot, and it's like, okay, there's nothing more we can do. Like we just need to put it out and have everyone see it.
What was the what was even just joining the show like for you guys, those early conversations? How are you each of you like approached to do the show?
I mean, the creator of this show created Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And so she saw me living in New York and all of that. And I would talk to her about like my friends here and everything. And she thought it was super interesting and wanted to cover it and started meeting with everyone. And
I don't think I
like-
realized you were so like, this is your show. Kind of. Brooks is like friends with all of us.
Yeah.
And
Right,
kind
right.
Of, like,
Are you
he's,
kind of like
connector.
he's sort of the nucleus and it kind of like builds
I
out
think
from you,
so.
you think?
Yeah, you know how there's always a middle person in a dinner conversation, like the one who sits
Yeah.
in the middle of the table to connect the two groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like throughout the season, I'm sure you'll see like me on the outs where everyone's like going at each other and I'm like in the corner, like what is going on? Same with you. Like
It's true.
I feel like we're always down to just have a good time.
Yeah, me and Brooks are always in the corner like, can you guys just like shut up and
Yeah.
like, just drink your tequila, okay?
Right,
Like, it'll be
right.
fine.
So, did you know everybody on the cast going into it, or was it your first time meeting some people?
I knew like, I would say half of the cast, or I think it maybe like 5 people I knew, and then like 3 I met kind of as we were doing all the filming and everything. But yeah, I would like Brooks, I think I was the closest to, and Amira and Charlie, and then kind of just like met everyone from there. I feel like New York is also, everybody knows everybody, and it's like a small world, and we're like all connected somehow. So it was kind of inevitable that we'd like all meet anyway.
So true.
Right.
And even if like some people didn't meet before, they were in the same room. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
They knew a friend of
We
a
all had
friend or
mutuals,
somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy to play the name game and be like, oh, you know this
Right,
person,
yeah.
that person,
Exactly.
and you can all connect. I mean, a huge focus of the show, right, is they cast a bunch of people who have these known parents, and now it's like you're telling your story. What was the reaction like from your parents when you were like, I'm gonna be the star of this reality show now?
My parents were super happy.
Yeah.
My dad films a little bit with me, and like he totally thinks that it's his show and like we're just a part of it. I'm like, Dad, no, this one's for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like very positive energy
Yeah.
from my fam.
Yeah. My family was so excited for
Yeah.
me. I'm really excited for people to get to see my family outside of Salt Lake City and Park City and see what those dynamics are like here in New York.
Yeah, that's so true, because it feels like when you take, sometimes I feel like when you, especially when you take some of the housewives out of their show, you see such a different side of them, and dealing with family or just being with you. Like I feel like that's gonna be really cool to see. Were you guys surprised by any like immediate drama that first started happening? Like what was your big maybe reality TV is like gonna be kind of nuts?
Don't let your friend go on a date with your sibling is the advice I would give. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
It's a lesson that I'll learn in the first episode.
Did it not work out? Did it work out too well?
I wish it was the latter. Yeah, it would have been a lot easier.
That makes sense. What's a day to day for you guys? You know, take us through like day to day, midweek, and then the weekend hits in New York City.
I think it depends for me because my schedule it changes every day. It's never the same. Like today we're doing press for the show, and like, you know, we're up and going all over town doing all these like podcasts and the news and everything. But a normal day is probably like a workout.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, like it just depends.
Yeah, I feel like in our career you have to be adaptable
Yeah.
all the time. And whether it's like casting calls for modeling or like press days or manufacturing meetings for me with my clothing brand and meetings with my family and my sister and my mom for Meredith Marks, like everything, but usually I like to start the day with a workout.
I was gonna say my days always like start the same, like a FaceTime to my little brother, a workout, and I drink a yerba.
You guys have any favorite workout spots in New York?
I just started doing Pure Barre and I'm obsessed with it because it's like workouts you would do in the gym by yourself, but like this time you have someone yelling at you and like forcing you to do it.
You have to do it.
Yeah, I'm like I could do all this on my own, but like I won't.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Forma, Pilates.
Okay, amazing.
I tried Pure Barre, but it was like
You
the
did?
movements are so small.
Yeah, I like that.
It feels like a ballet class.
Right. You're like, no, I'd actually like just moving my foot a little bit over to this way, a little bit back over this way. And then on the weekends, where are you guys going out? What's like the fun scene right now? Did I just age myself so much? What's the fun scene right now?
No, I want to know too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, are we at the wrong spots?
I literally feel like we probably all go to the same
I know,
place.
Definitely, a %.
Right.
I don't know what like Chez Margot.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I've
a
been
big one
saying.
right now.
That's
But I
fun.
feel like there are so many classics in New York that don't really change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
It's
Bond
true.
Street's always fun.
Yeah.
The Nines has been fun for a while.
Yeah.
Where else is there? The Box is never going anywhere.
Right.
Right.
Baby Grand,
Exactly.
she's still there.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Are you guys getting used to doing like a lot of press and, you know, the podcast? You're here right now doing a podcast, but how has that adjustment been?
I think this is my first podcast ever.
Wow.
Welcome.
We're happy to break you in.
This is our first podcast together too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's so
exciting.
fun.
Yeah, it's so nice having Brooks to like do this whole press circuit with
Yeah.
because we love each other anyway, and like being able to lean on, you know, your bestie when we're like doing live news is so helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Is it nice kind of taking more of the attention for maybe like for yourself, Brooks, and you know, talking about your life and your stuff than I guess maybe being asked about your mom all the time?
I love being asked about my mom.
Yeah.
I don't love being asked about a group of women.
Fair.
because I feel
Right.
like that is
Okay.
going
That's
to get
fair.
myself
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
some deep water that I will have a hard time swimming out
Right.
of. So
Yeah. Right.
thank you for not asking me
Yeah,
about
right.
that.
Oh my god! Well, I do have to say, I not about that, but I truly watched it 9 million times of your mom like DJing
Oh
and
my
doing
God,
the.
yeah.
I think she was in Pittsburgh,
And we're
and-
doing a show at the same place she was doing a show
Yes,
in Pittsburgh.
and now I
so
feel
we're
like-
putting two and two together.
Like now I feel like it's an
I'm
iconic venue.
Right.
To follow up
so
this
good.
DJ show was so cool. Have you been to these shows?
Yeah, I was just with her at her show on Sunday. She
Okay.
performed at Out Loud, which is a music festival in West Hollywood that's
Okay.
like celebrating Pride.
Yeah.
Which was her first music festival. And incredible.
That's
She's
amazing.
a star. Yeah.
So
I like
good.
saw
That
a
is so
reel
fun.
of her last night, like doing shots on those like
Oh my God,
those like
yeah.
ski shots or whatever, like
Yeah.
with other girls. I
shot
was
ski.
like,
The
shot ski.
slay.
Yeah.
That's
She crushed it. She
That's
will be in New
amazing.
York in a couple weeks. So
good. That's amazing. Have you guys? Where did you both grow up? New York.
Yeah, I grew up here,
Yeah.
and then we moved to LA when I was in high school. So I
Okay.
did like high school and college in LA, and then moved back here.
What was that adjustment like? New York to LA.
You know,
That's like a
I'm
crucial
yeah.
age.
Yeah.
They're very different, New
Yeah.
York and LA, but I was just like excited. Like I just thought it was fun and like 90210 vibes, and like I thought it was cool that I was going to be able to drive because none of my friends in the city were driving or like even got their license.
Yeah.
So I was just like very open to it, and then by the time college was like ending, I was like, get me out of here. I have been here way too long. I need to go back to New York.
yeah, thank God you came back.
Yeah.
And
so
Brooks,
happy I
did you New York City, Salt Lake City?
I grew up. I was born in Chicago.
Okay.
I lived there for like 15 years. Moved to Toronto for a year, and then moved to Park City for 2 years. And like in lower school, middle school, high school, and then obviously my family has been there for like several years.
Yeah.
But yeah, then moved to New York for college, and I've been here ever since.
Yeah. Do you like growing up in Chicago?
Yeah, loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really did.
Any pull to go back there at any point, or are you like New York City's the better city?
I like visiting Chicago.
Right.
Don't want to live there though.
New York is the best.
Yeah, we feel the same. We have a office in Chicago also with a ton of our coworkers. Every time we go, I'm like, it's so fun to hang around and be in Chicago, but then it's
Then
just
you're ready to go.
Yeah.
We like coming back here.
When I was looking at colleges, I was like, oh, there's so many great schools in Chicago, and my mom was like, if you want to look at schools in Chicago, we're gonna go in February, and you're gonna feel because
Wow,
it's
that's
like that most
very
of the time.
smart.
Yeah, that is smart.
I was like, I'm not gonna take you to like in August when it's beautiful and everyone's at the lake and it's like summer vibes, because it's so fun when it's then. And I went and I was like, okay, yeah, it's
like, okay,
cold,
no.
it's
Yeah.
windy, it's
it's
tough.
everything
Yeah.
they say it is.
Yeah, not that like New York City
but
isn't cold,
beautiful in the
winter,
summer.
No, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people think Chicago's like so much colder than New York. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
maybe 5 degrees. Like, it's
Right.
Yeah.
not that big of a difference.
No, and it just
Right.
feels like it gets colder and colder. But
Yeah,
it's,
that is
that is very true.
Where are
So,
you guys from?
I'm
New York.
from New Jersey,
Long Island, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where
Cool.
that's like the classic New York, but I'm New Jersey. Long Island.
Yeah. Long Island is in
It's
New York.
It is. Yeah, no,
It is. It counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I do think
And when you grow up
people-
so close to the city, it's like you're
They
there
come
all
in
the
all the
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yep. And our parents, my parents worked in the city, so we were back
Yeah,
and
same.
forth
Yeah.
a ton, and it was we're never gonna leave
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, once you come, you're like, oh, okay, nothing compares.
No, totally. And then you go and spend time in Florida or like some other, and you're like, this is so beautiful. Maybe I could live here, but it's not like New York.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe when I'm older.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
Now with the premiere happening, any plans to watch with friends? I know you had the little premiere party. Are you gonna be watching week to week? What's the viewing schedule?
I don't know about what our plan is week to week, but I want to have everyone come over and watch it at mine tonight.
Yeah.
I haven't planned it yet. I'm so last minute. It's so annoying. But I'm
You'll
gonna
throw something
text
together.
everyone 2 hours before, are you guys coming? They're gonna be like, what?
Yeah, like you didn't invite us.
My
You
whole
got-
family will be rolling up to Ava's apartment.
Oh, there you
Yes,
go.
can't
That'll be
wait.
amazing. You guys obviously both have a following and a social following already. Have you seen any change since announcing the show or excitement online for the show?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like me entering the Bravo universe is
Right.
such a cult following, and so it's been cool to see people be welcoming and being literally welcome to the Bravo universe.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't even know this was a whole community like this.
Oh, it is.
Right.
It is.
Yeah. They're like,
Saddle up.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
ready.
Seriously.
And yeah, you have Brooks to guide you
Yeah.
through.
Your new ID card for says Bravo Celebrity.
Literally.
It's very exciting. Is your boyfriend on the show?
We started dating a week before we started filming.
Okay.
So he's not really on the show. He might make a small appearance, but
Yeah.
it was just so new that we both didn't really know where it was going and weren't trying to have it, scrutinized in the early
Yeah.
stages.
Right.
Yeah. So I think he shows up in the finale
Yeah.
episode.
Nice. Are you guys now wanting the cameras to pick back up since it's been about a year?
Me and my boyfriend,
Or all of
Or
you?
all of
Are
us.
you wow, we really need these cameras to pick back up?
I'm excited. I want to start filming again.
Honestly, yeah. There are so many things that happen that I'm like, wow, I really wish that this was getting covered.
Right.
That happens
And
so
then you're
often.
gonna have to recover it. You have
Yeah.
to bring back the drama.
We're we wish where are the cameras now?
Right? You're gonna have to call Bravo up.
Yeah.
Like they do when they pick up those cameras for the other shows. Do you,
Right. Like when
do
there's
you-
a big breakup
yeah.
and they're like, get the cameras up.
Right. Do you watch any Bravo shows?
I love Below Deck. That's always been my favorite Bravo show. But also growing up, we would watch Housewives, the OG Housewives. That was definitely on in my house.
Yeah.
Brooks, being so involved in Bravo, do you watch any of the shows or do you kind of keep yourself from watching?
I mean, I've obviously seen my mom's show.
Yeah.
And that's a great show, very entertaining. I've seen some other Housewives shows as well. I think that's pretty much all of I'm pretty much in tune with the Housewives
Yeah.
world of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, we are big Bravo lovers, so we are super excited,
So excited, I
and
know.
so excited for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And everybody can check out Next Gen
Next
NYC
Gen.
on Bravo
Tune in.
on
Tuesday nights.
Tuesday nights. Make sure you tune in. Thank you
9/8
guys so much.
9/8 Central, I believe.
Yeah,
That's
I think
great.
I think that was right.
Yeah.
Peacock.
And then you
Or-
can always stream on Peacock, which is probably not the easier way, but
Uncensored.
Yeah, right. That's like, yeah, they do. I think everything should be uncensored on Peacock for
It
sure.
should, yeah.
But thank you guys so much.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
having us.
They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get in the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself, not waiting in a virtual line. Lucky for us, we always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Friend mentioned last week that tickets to the weekend, $60. Also, we all know Beyonce's on tour. If you want to get those last minute tickets, you can hop on to Game Time and see what they have. So what are you waiting for? Get those tickets because we are going to be soaking up some concerts this summer. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download Game Time app today. What time is it? It's game time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 177, and we are joined by Maddie and Marisa. They just informed us they will be coming to our Ogunquit show in Maine this Saturday.
Is it O or
I say
Ogunquit or O?
Ogunquit. I feel like everyone here says Ogunquit, but I've heard Ogunquit.
Okay, sorry, Ogunquit.
You know you're fine.
It'll be natural.
I hear both.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you for having us. We're excited. This is like everything we've ever.
We're super excited.
Amazing. Love it. We will jump right into it. It is 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever is closest will go first. We will alternate between teams for guesses, and everyone gets their own individual guess. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
The Time Traveler's Wife.
Rachel McAdams.
Mm-hmm.
Good film.
Okay, so one of you guys guess first.
You can start. I mean, I like it, so I'm gonna say we'll go 73. I don't know. Good guess.
Maria?
46.
I'm thinking like
I feel like
58 maybe.
yeah,
58.
somewhere in the middle.
I like that guess. 63.
It's 38.
Oh, nice. You were the lowest.
Nice.
Cool.
38. Damn, it's low.
Yeah.
I've never seen it,
Neither have I.
I don't think I have either.
but it is strange that Rachel McAdams is in so many time traveling.
Right.
Starting to think she's a time traveler.
Yeah. She loves a time traveling romance.
She does. Okay, question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Annie from Chicago. In The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, every episode title contains what 3 words?
This Is Us?
Yeah.
The Book of.
Oh, yes.
The Book of.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
It was like
Binge watching 10 episodes in a row will
Yep.
really
I was
bring
gonna
that into
say,
your
I don't
brain.
think I pay any attention to the name of the episodes.
Okay, 1-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 2 to Marisa and Maddie. Shout out Allison and her pug Rigatoni from Annville, Pennsylvania, and their pug is saying hi to Olive.
Oh, that's so cute. Rigatoni.
Rigatoni is such a good pug. Heather McMahon has a French bulldog named Rigatoni as well. That's a good pug bulldog dog name.
Who voiced Frozone in The Incredibles?
Is it Jamie Foxx?
Oh, I think you're right. I think, yeah.
Jamie Foxx. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Ria and Fran.
I thought that was right. Honey, where is my super suit?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Will Smith? No.
I have to be honest, I don't know anybody who voices anybody in The Incredibles.
Where, honey?
10 seconds.
Samuel L. Jackson?
Time is up.
That's my guess. Samuel L. Jackson.
Correct.
Nice. Good guess.
That was really good.
Wow.
I was just.
I did
I just
not
kept trying
know
to.
that.
I just replayed that line in my head like 50 times and being like, "Who is that?"
He has a very powerful
Yes.
sounding voice.
Yes.
All right, 2-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 3 to them. Shout out Michaela and Kennedy from Ontario, Canada. Name this year. Cardi B releases her song WAP Meghan and Harry leave the royal family. Harry Styles becomes the first ever solo male cover star of Vogue.
2020.
2020.
Yes.
Yeah, because like when they left, it was COVID, the
It's
whole thing,
2020.
right? Yeah.
2020
Final answer.
Correct.
Yeah, I knew I was right.
Yeah.
You looked at me like you were going to get me.
Say the magic words.
That could only have been a COVID song.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, WAP.
I remember like doing it on TikTok. That's
Yeah.
why I knew. And also the Harry Styles, I remember we talked about,
Yeah.
and we were drunk with Tyler, and we recorded, and we were like,
Yep.
we're back in the office yet.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 3-0. Ria and Fran. Question number 4 to Marisa and Maddie. Shout out Cecilia from Austin, Texas. In Friends, what makes Ross say the iconic "I'm fine" line?
Oh my God.
This is you. You're better at friends.
I know. I just sat through a Friends rewatch too. Oh my God. Ross. I'm like hearing him say it, and that's what's driving me crazy.
15 seconds.
I have no idea.
Oh my God. I know. Yeah, you're not. This is my specialty. This is shameful.
5 seconds.
Happens to the best of us.
You with a girl?
Time is up.
Oh.
Yeah, pass.
It's when he's holding the hot fajita thing in his hand.
This is all you.
Final answer.
Incorrect.
What?
No, he says "I'm fine" when he catches Rachel and Joey kissing. He walks in on Rachel and Joey kissing, and then she's like, "Are you fine?" He's like,
Joey's apartment.
Oh, yeah.
It's all in the same thing
Yeah.
though, because the fajita thing is the Joey and Rachel thing.
That was a good guess.
I'm pretty sure he says "I'm fine" again there.
like a,
Probably.
I think.
but it wouldn't be like about
He
holding a
repeats.
fajita.
I mean, he repeats the line a million times in that episode, right? Like he says it a bunch.
because he's holding the hot fajita thing and he's drunk and he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? I'm probably wrong, but whatever. It's okay.
You haven't gone to that rewatch point.
No, but
No.
I know those episodes pretty well. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, 3-0 still. It's question number 5 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Megan from Miami. Only one of Ed Sheeran's songs has won a Grammy for Song of the Year. Which song?
Only one has won a Grammy for Song of the Year.
Thinking out loud. Shape of You. The A-Team.
I'm feeling
15 seconds.
Thinking Out Loud. Shape of You is also. Maybe Thinking Out.
Let's
I
go.
like
Let's go
Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking out loud.
Correct.
Nice.
I was never a big fan of Shape of You. I don't know why. It's just,
I wasn't either. It was just
Yeah.
everywhere.
It was just like poppy, and it was just like
Yeah, yeah.
overplayed. Thinking
Yeah.
Out Loud's a great
Correct.
song.
There could have been so many.
Okay, 4-0. Ria and Fran.
My favorite's Castle on the Hill.
That's a good one.
Mine
That
is.
is a good one.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Mine's Don't.
Ba-da-da-da. Yeah.
Felt like you were about to go into a jazz number. All right, question number 6 to Marisa and Maddie. Shout out Michelle. On One Tree Hill, what's the name of Peyton's website where she broadcasts her webcam?
Oh,
That's a good question.
I don't. Well,
This is like
does it have something to do with Red Bedroom? But that's like the records.
no. I think you're right. That
No,
goes
that's
back to
Red Bedroom.
season 1, right?
Mm,
So I just did a season 1.
15 seconds.
You would know better than me. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Red Bedroom, but I don't think that's right.
I wouldn't know.
Incorrect. Ria and Fran.
I can't remember. Something had to do with being blunt.
Oh, it
Or
could
like,
be.
It's like
I thought
something
it was
about
also the Red Bedroom.
something about like having an attitude, you know?
Angsty blonde.
Yeah, you know, like she was.
It's something angsty.
I can't remember though. I don't even have a guess.
Angsty blonde.
Dot
Final
com.
answer.
You were kind of on the right track with angsty. It's
Yeah.
punk and disorderly.
Punk and disorderly.
my.
Yeah. I knew it was angsty.
Damn.
No, the Red Bed. I've never even watched One Tree Hill, but I think it was a trivia question like a while ago. Like that was like Red Bedroom Records.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the name
Yeah,
of the
that's-
label, yeah.
Okay, it is still 4-0. Ria and Fran. Question number 7 to them. Shout out Kylie from Denver. Which song did Joe Jonas drop as the very first single for his new album, Music for People Who Believe in Love?
The first one. I listen to it all the time.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
And I'm listening to the album. What the fuck's the name of it?
Isn't it something like
What?
10 seconds.
you listen to it all the time?
I
Sing it.
know. I can't even.
3.
I don't. What you want? Final answer. That's not.
Incorrect.
That's not it. That's not even a song.
I can like hear the chorus. It's the one that was all over TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like the Wake Up Tomorrow, something like that. No, is it? I don't think that's the name of the song.
Ugh, I know what it is.
But
10 seconds.
Ross Fajitas, I'm fine.
5.
maybe Wake Up Tomorrow.
Got it.
Incorrect.
Work it out.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I did just look it up, so it's not like I remember.
Yeah.
But
All right.
I knew it was a W.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He also, like, when I was looking that up, that came out like over
Oh,
a year
it
ago.
It did. It came out a long
Yeah,
time ago.
it was a while
Where
ago.
were we when that came out? I remember you making a TikTok about it.
We were going to. We were
That's
going
why I was
somewhere.
trying to remember
You were
that.
in my apartment,
Yes.
and I was. Where were we going?
we were going to the Andy Cohen Bravo Watch What Happens Live anniversary,
Yes.
which is a long time ago.
That was a
And,
long time
Yeah,
ago.
that was like in May of last year.
Yep.
Okay. 4-0, Ria and Fran. Question number 8 to Marissa and Maddie. Shout out Vanessa from New Hampshire. What DCOM Disney Channel original movie did America Ferrera star in 2002?
It's not one of the Xenon movies.
Is it?
No, because I was thinking that, but that's Raven Simone. 2002. I was watching DCOM.
Yeah, that was that was the year we were born.
Oh. Wow. That struck
not
me.
super well versed
5
in that.
seconds.
Ooh, we got young fans.
Is it?
We're so young and cool, you know.
All right, time is up.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Um,
think it's Xenon, but I don't know.
Is she in Brink?
Yeah, no. Si se puede, si se
Oh.
puede. What one is that?
Shit. Yeah.
That's some con.
Oh, what's the name of that movie?
I don't know. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna be so mad.
Jump in.
No,
10 seconds.
that was Corbin Blue.
Dance. Wasn't it something in, or am I making that up?
I don't know.
Alright. Time is up.
What is it?
Gotta kick it up.
Gotta kick it up.
Ah,
Okay, 4-0 still.
the iconic American
know.
Ferrera
I
line.
know. Si se puede.
This is question number 9 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Sophia from Cincinnati, Ohio. In the movie Another Cinderella Story, what is the first name of Mary's stepmother played by Jane Lynch?
No clue. What's
This
her
is
first name?
The Selena Gomez one.
This is the Selena Gomez.
What's her
which
first-
I honestly
her
have
first
seen
line?
multiple times. What's her
her name?
What's her name?
Oh, what's her
What's
name?
Jane Lynch plays her
No.
stepmom.
Oh God, I have no idea.
Her name is.
10 seconds.
It's like Alicia or something like that. I think.
All right, I like that guess. Go with it.
Yeah.
Alicia. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Okay. I couldn't even say final answer before incorrect came out of his mouth. Incorrect.
I'm just thinking of the song she sings about
Yeah.
having anything on your back.
Laughing, it'll probably be something so different than Alicia.
It, like,
Do you think?
no,
It's not Lynn.
it's not Lynn. I don't know why that came to mind. I just know she. Oh my god. Is it?
5 seconds.
You gotta throw something out there.
We'll go Lynn. I don't know. That's my guess.
Incorrect. Dominique.
You know
yes.
what? in the same word. Like it was like
Is
a,
it?
it was like a
No.
like a sassy name.
I think Alicia is a perfect guess for that. In the same category.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dominique. Because it was such a not a Jane Lynch name.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, 4-0 still. Ria and Fran, and this is question number 10 to Marissa and Maddie. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Okay.
Your ad said you do wet work.
That's correct. I urinate on other men for money.
What was that?
What'd he say?
I think he said he pisses on dudes.
Why else do you think my ad was in the men seeking men section?
That is from Horrible Bosses. Final answer?
Correct.
Nice.
I love that movie. I just won.
Got our one.
We got our one.
On the board. On the board.
I did not know
On the
that.
board.
You didn't know that one?
No.
Okay, 4-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 11 to them. Shout out Holly from Duluth. In the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding, what does the main character Tula's dad say is the cure for everything?
Windex. Windex, final answer.
Correct.
Windex, yeah. That's a good one.
Put some Windex. Put some Windex on it.
All right, 5-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 12. So yeah, you guys are gonna have to get the rest right to send this to overtime.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Shout out Jamie from Rochester, New York. What classic rock song is playing during the poker scene in the movie The Parent Trap?
This is
to them.
them. Yeah.
Like, I can't even think of one.
They're in the cabin, right?
Yeah.
15 seconds.
Oh, Is it? It's a classic rock song, so it's. Is it?
5 seconds.
What can we throw out there?
I don't know. Something by Queen. Another one by
Time is up.
That's my guess.
Incorrect,
I don't know.
but that's a good guess.
Bad to the bone.
Oh my god, my
Correct.
boys are back in town for some reason.
That would be a
Bad
good
to
one.
the bone. Yeah, she comes
That is
in
a-
swinging the coins.
Bad.
Sketch.
Okay, 6-1. Ria and Fran, that solidifies the victory.
Woo!
We'll finish it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Question number 13 to them. Shout out Taylor from Vancouver. What is the name of the song Taylor Swift sings during her cameo in the Hannah Montana movie?
You lift my feet off the ground, spin me around, cause you crazier.
Yes.
Crazier, final answer.
Correct.
Always forget she's in that movie.
Oh, and it's a great song.
Yeah, it is.
7-1. Ria and Fran. If you guys get these next two right, it won't look as bad as it's.
You're
I
so
know. So nice, Noah.
No, I
He's not wrong.
no, you get those garbage time points, and then like the scoreboard
Yeah.
doesn't look
Yeah,
as bad.
yeah.
huh?
It's a little less pathetic.
Yeah.
All right, shout out Ashlyn from Boston. I hope you guys watch Dance Moms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, in Dance Moms, Abby has a recurring rival with Kathy, another
Uh-oh.
studio owner. What is the name of Kathy's studio?
Candy apples.
Final answer.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Iconic.
There we go.
The best.
All right, 7-2. Final question, number 15 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Emily from Melbourne, Australia. What is the name of the Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber song they released during COVID?
Something about home, right? Like it was like, no?
I have no idea, but they
Ooh,
know
I
it.
like the song. I can't remember though. Something about love, perhaps.
Love and Home.
Love in your home.
Yeah.
A COVID anthem.
5 seconds.
Final answer. Love in your home.
Incorrect. To Marissa and Maddie.
It's stuck with you.
Correct. Look
Love
at that.
in your home, stuck with
Yeah.
you.
I knew it was something.
No, put some
I knew
good
it
luck
was
on you
something.
guys
No,
there.
Well then.
Yeah.
Wow, there you go.
7-3. That's
7-3. Yeah,
respectable.
that's a respectable game. That is a respectable game.
It could have been nothing.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys,
so
you
true.
guys, for all anyone knows who sees this score, it could have been up 3-0 at one point.
That's true, and we just came in. That is very true.
We'll go with it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you guys so much for playing. We can't wait to see you guys on Saturday.
Yeah, see you on Saturday.
So excited.
Yes, so excited. And when you get a chance, just send Noah your address and sizes. We'll get some merch sent to you guys.
Awesome.
Great.
All right, thanks guys. So nice meeting you.
All right.
Thanks for having us. Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office, aka the best show on earth. We love you guys so very much. Pittsburgh, we still have tickets available if you want to come last minute. We got some last minute tickets on sale. We hope to see you there. And a Gunquit. We can't wait to hang out with you guys and eat some Maine lobster in New Hampshire. Very confusing. All right, love you guys very much, and we'll talk to you on Monday.